This has been one hell of an experience. Have a look at that. Changing the car. Made a little seat. Into the little bush. You can see inside. Enjoy the family. There guys, this first visit. Picking up his pictures, random dude just come up. Yeah, we're getting the ticket to go back to Tokyo for the night in the hotel. We'll be editing all this possible. Do try turning into the chins up. We're doing that last Monday.
I'm with a cold sweat.
Hot sweat, mate.
You said this was going home with you.
600 quid, wasn't it?
What? How much? Hey, oh, did you hear that?
No.
He said 600. We're having that as a first time thing.
20 seconds.
Right, if I bid again, are you going to bid any more?
He's got that poker face on his shoulder. 10, 9,
Well done, mate.
Well done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But then, do you not get? If you get a slope, do you not? Does it not start to build up down?
Sorry, I had to do it.
To be everything I've ever built on a slope, mate. I forgot everything. Oh, we're in.
Oh my God! What colour? What colour we got going on here?
Yeah, well, I've gone as a fish, haven't I?
Is that your favourite hairstyle from your favourite stylist?
Yeah, that was the plan, wasn't it?
Oh my God. Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to this week's Thursday Night Live on the eve of Friday. So we're very close to the weekend. Have you had a good week up to press, mate?
Yeah. It's
Look at the old Halloween decorations up and behind you. Look at that.
Oh, mate, don't. Is that time?
That's mint. My daughter has got all hers done up and all grandkids are loving it. Looks brilliant.
We got up there every. Yeah. Zoe goes mad for it. And you, didn't you, Ez?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, man. How are you doing, Ez? You all right, bud?
Good, thank you.
Good, man. Thank you.
I'll put that thing in.
Good lad. What are you putting? No, don't put that up. It's too noisy.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to show you this for a minute.
Oh, that's fine, mate.
What, you never said I couldn't.
Is it inflatable one? Is it one of those that pops up?
You should have to turn it off, mate, because it's loud.
Can't actually hear it, to be fair.
Oh.
Look at this
Yeah.
one.
We got all
DT
sorts.
Voices. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good week so far. I had a pipe burst in the pond last night.
Cheers, mate.
Great fit of the float switch, Gaz. Well, at least that way, mate, it only got to a certain point and then everything switched off, which is, that was lucky, bud. Good, glad we fitted it for you, mate.
Belt and braces, isn't it?
Yeah.
Belt and braces.
Looking forward to this evening. Thank you very much. Right, we've got this evening for the koi appreciation, which was quite comical. I did have a question today. How many koi are we allowed to submit? Well, it was your favourite koi from your favourite breeder. So technically that should have meant one.
I did too, didn't I?
If some people have done 2 or 3 or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's not the because I basically answered it with it's your favourite koi from your favourite breeder. So I guess that's really up to you, which it is really. At the end of the day, you might have a few that you like a lot, but technically your favourite should be your favourite, so you should only be one, or otherwise it's not your favourite.
But what happens if your favourite's not from your favourite breeder?
Yeah, well, that you did say this last week, didn't you? You kind of well. Yeah,
anyway,
I suppose that one they wouldn't really think of that one, but yeah. It is what it is. Your favourite koi or your favourite breeder, whichever you've chose to go with. If anybody wants to post them and get them in, please feel free to stick them in the Gazza's Koi Pond community on Facebook and bang your actual, what do we call it, videos and photos in there. You should find it up with a picture of me saying, good afternoon all, and then me with a little video above it. So you should be able to find it and add it in there afterwards. Don't think we've got that many. 19 comments, and Tony from Family Koi hasn't slapped in loads yet through Telegram, so I'm sure those are about to come at some point. Oh, we have a little bit of an echo. 1 second.
Could be me.
Let's see if we can turn off.
Turn me down. 2 of us.
Is that better?
Don't know.
Yeah. There we go.
Got
a little bit of feedback, just a bit. Yeah. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can, mate. All good. How's Ryan getting on then? It's busy out in Japan, isn't it?
Apparently, it's extremely busy, and there's a lot more. It's one of the busiest that is known in the time that he's been doing it. So there's a lot of demand for it, and there's a lot of events get put on at a lot of places, all at the same time. So it's difficult to spread yourself thin, and it's difficult to make up a box.
They do it on purpose, though, to spread them out, though, don't they, as well?
Yeah.
Because you can't have that many people there. So if you have 4 events going on one morning, everyone gets spread out.
Yeah. And then you've not got everybody all at one. But they're doing a lot of chopsticks picking. So you pick it, obviously, like picking your chopsticks. Each chopstick's got a number on, so you go and you pick your order. And by the time you get round to, if you're first person there, for example, at one of them, you were first one there at the actual breeders, and ended up getting 8th or 9th pick. By the time people have gone round and picked 9, the 9 that you liked could have already gone. So it's been a little bit more difficult to get the quality that they want, and that's the difference. So
that's the standard, isn't it? If the demand,
that's it, isn't it? That's what it is. You've got to hope that you can pick up either something from the second harvest, or you've got to get there and get the luck of the draw when you pick your chopstick. I suppose that's healthy competition is good competition because it keeps people focused, doesn't it? So,
but I think the people go out there earlier and earlier, don't they?
Yeah.
To try and jump the gun, and all that happens now is instead of a lot of fish being at the facilities already, the fish are coming in and they're literally watching the first. Every time they harvest the pond, there's people there waiting, and the cream's being picked off regular rather than you turn up and no one's even been there.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you used to tell, and they'd have harvested most of their fish, and you go around a facility and there's loads of fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, different. That's the trouble. It's demand, isn't it? I suppose at the end of the day.
I think, well, that's the thing. I think, and this was one of the topics that I was going to talk about. I mean, it's got to a point now where the popularity of keeping koi is now becoming worldwide, and a lot more people are getting involved in it. Obviously, more companies, more businesses, more demand for koi. But the Japanese breeders aren't breeding anymore, are they? They're still breeding what they're capable of holding within the mud ponds. And the difficulty that they've got is there's very limited space out there in Niigata to put any more mud ponds in unless you purchase more land. And if you purchase more land, do you recuperate what you've put into what you've bred?
I mean,
it takes a long time.
Earlier than that, though, doesn't it? It's not. They can grow enough. They can grow shed loads of fish, but it's the quality.
Exactly.
And that's the problem, isn't it? That's where it becomes really difficult, and it doesn't translate into, oh, let's buy 1,000 acres in Vietnam to grow a shitload of fish.
Yeah,
because you can do that easy, but the quality is really hard to create, to go through, to get to multiple gradings. So if your mud pond's over a certain size and you put fry in it, how are you getting them back and culling them repeatedly through a summer? Which is why small ponds work, but to upscale that, it becomes a nightmare, doesn't it?
And you've got to think of the other side of it as well. A lot of the stuff that they've produced from toe-side to put out into the mud ponds as knee-side, with the summer that they've had over there, where they've had very little rainfall, that they've not been able to push growth too hard because there's been very little rainfall coming through off the mountains to be able to give them a good clear, water change consistently, so that they can still keep feeding and keep growing them on. Some of them have dried up. So
but last year they had an amazing year, didn't they? So the knee side were coming out massive. It had been hot and enough water to keep the ponds full.
That's
so
it.
People, you're going out, so you can only fit 5 in a box instead of 8 in a box to come back, which makes them a lot more.
Which makes the shipping a little bit more, which puts more expense on the overall fish itself, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a fine line to get that balance.
It's a natural product, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it is.
It's not a natural product, but it kind of is.
It's as close as without the man-made not interference, but manipulation side to it.
The bigger farms, if you go down to the monster farms like Sakai and Momotaro down south, they're not influenced by the weather so much. It's a lot warmer. They've got a flatter ground. They move the water about themselves, so their production is much bigger and more consistent in it. Whereas up in the mountains, you can have the best or the worst of it, depending on snowfall in the winter,
conditions
maybe in the summer. Yeah, you get it all, don't you? So
you'd have thought with all that snow that they had up there in mountains, though, there'd have been plenty to melt off and trickle down throughout a fair few good months, wouldn't you? There was a hell of a lot of snow that they got.
There is, isn't there? But by midsummer, when it's all melted and gone, and there's no more rain coming,
that's it. And
how do you get water back up there?
Again,
yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? Because you can't just start pumping water back up the mountain very easily.
No, not
in the quantities.
And they're tapping into a water source, as in a natural water source. So again, probably another expense. That's probably way too expensive to hit into a borehole like what Matt's got. You would imagine it's not going to be cheap to be starting to put that kind of infrastructure. And then if you had to use artificial, water source from mains kind of thing, god damn, I mean, they won't be it'd be like feeding buns to elephants, wouldn't it? Trying to top up a mud pond with a nose pipe. Be a nightmare. That would definitely be a trickle.
Well, isn't it?
Is what?
They're used to amazing water coming down out of the mountains. You don't want to put the rubbish water from the city back up into your pond.
Exactly, yeah. That's it. It's getting the quality and the fine water that they get from the natural thaws that they have, and everything that comes down and filters its way down and through, you're not going to get the same when you're switching on from a tap. Then you've got all other problems that you're going to have to deal with as well. But yeah, busy out there apparently from what I'm hearing. So yeah,
but it's going to, isn't it? You've only got the same 30 breeders in the mountains, the main breeders that everyone wants to go to, and those that are popular, and every person in China and Europe and the far everywhere wants to go to those breeders, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the thing, though. But you can't. I suppose if it was too quiet, then there wouldn't be the industry there for them. I mean, every breeder out there that's bred whatever they've done and they've put them out into mud ponds, they want their product to go to market, don't they, so to speak, or clientele to come to them. So for them, it's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Because they're going to get to sell up everything that they've got regardless. And
the quicker they do that, the less it's better, isn't it? The quicker they can go.
Exactly, because then they can
start
getting onto the toe side again, can't they, and start growing some of them on. But yeah.
But it's changed, isn't it? So 30 years ago, the main agents would go out there and buy the stocks of fish and be able to haggle and, well, you've had these stock for 2 or 3 weeks now, no one's buying them. We'll buy that pond at £5 a fish or whatever. Okay, you're a breeder at the mountain. You've got to sell your stock. And now they've got people turning up from everywhere buying them, haven't they?
Well, that's it. There's the other side of it. You're thinking now along that there are a lot more younger generation. Let's say the older generation that was there 30 years ago are now being replaced by the sons and such, and or grandsons or whatever it may be, and they're all of the social media era. So when they've got a harvest and they've got stuff coming in, it's a couple of social media posts and bang, everybody knows it's out there, isn't it? Whereas back 30 years ago, if you wanted to go see a breed, it was by appointment. And if there was somebody there, you couldn't go because there were already somebody that would have booked an appointment. And now it's not the case, is it? Now there's a lot more ways of getting that information out there that your harvest is done and you've got your stocks coming in and it's ready. So then you get more people attracted, more people are there. So you've got to make it an even picking, which is like they do. I'm going back to the chopsticks again. But, popularity has increased tenfold. The stock is not really increased tenfold. So there's limited amount. So you've got to do it the only fair way you can, which is look at draw, isn't it? Which is, if you don't get the look of the draw, then I suppose you're in a sticky situation.
It's always the same, though, isn't it?
But for them, for the breeders,
you want to go there and get the best, but the best is only available. They don't still, even in that scenario, the best fish aren't available to be picked from, are they? Because they'll have their best stuff stashed for certain clients or certain agents.
I think there'll always be that element of it. Well, the people that have got, I don't want it to sound wrong, but well-to-do people that have got a lot more money. Money talks, doesn't it? End of the day. If you wanted to turn around and say, I want an X, Y, and Z, and I'm prepared to pay this amount, that kind of stock's going to be saved and put back for those clientele. You would think, wouldn't you? It's got to be.
It's to a point. It's not just money, is it? It's relationships and
exactly. Yeah,
those relationships are now breaking down. Not breaking down, but it's harder to have a relationship with one agent or one. Ryan going over there, he's got great relationships with certain breeders, and he will get into certain fish houses that other people might not. But other breeders, he won't get into their fish houses or whatever. You can't,
because they've got,
you can't be best mates with everyone, and you haven't got the spending power with everyone.
Yeah.
So where you get some great stuff in one place, someone else might get better stuff somewhere else.
Yes. Yeah. I watched one or two of Lee's videos and seen the likes of like the one that was out the other day where he was looking at all the goshka, and he were like, we managed to get some really good stuff, and then they went into the back and they saw all the goshkas in. Wow, calm down. But that just goes to show the quality of how many he's producing, because that was a whole 2 or 3 vats just full of stored stock in nets, and then some ponds that were completely full. So those were people that had bought larger amounts, obviously. Well, I'm assuming, but yeah, it's there was some nice stuff there. There's some nice stock.
But he's famous for the goshki, isn't he? That's there.
Yeah, that's what
I originally met his father when I first went out there, and that's where we got our original goshki parents from. Even back then, they were pretty special, but they were cheap as. If I told you I paid 150 quid for a Sanzai goshki female of a serious level, that's what we paid 25 years ago. Because no one else, they were kind of unknown. And then as they become known and the name gets banded about and they win prizes at shows and the Rita's suddenly going there buying up the best stuff. we went there with Ryan this year and still,
demand
were amazing, but suddenly it's like shit.
Yeah.
It's not inflation, is it? That's the name and the pedigree and everything that goes with it. Suddenly your stock is worth a lot more, isn't it?
But it has to be though, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you, I'm not, but that's the dream that you find a breeder that no one else is going to, that's producing the best variety of whatever, and you get in there early doors. It's a win-win, isn't it? You get some amazing stuff, but yeah, once word gets out and he can sell his stock,
that all his stock's there and it's ready for the taking. Everybody's there. I mean, it must be frustrating, especially like when you've gone over there and you've gone there, you've got clients that want certain particular varieties, and you go to that best dealer that you know that deals with those varieties, and then you get a draw, and you're stuck in that position where you're watching all the fish you've had your eye on just going into somebody else's vat and somebody else's vat and somebody else's vat. It must be frustrating, and I guess it will be for Ryan as well while he's out there. But it won't just be him, obviously, that's been affected by that. There'll be many a person that's over there now going through exactly the same problem with it all. And you'd be thinking, are we going to get any stock? But the thing that Kevin and Ryan have both maintained and said is they're not prepared to settle for mediocre. They want the best of what they can get. And if they're going to get the best of what they can get, that's what they've always stipulated, and that's what they've always aimed to do. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it'll be. But they won't take lower quality. There's no point.
No, yeah, but that's where there's differences, isn't there? So you'll have someone else out there that will go, well, actually, I can get half a box of the ones I want, and I'll make it up with some cheap stuff or whatever to make the box and try and upsell those fish when they come back. And you know, someone like Ryan that's going, well, I need 2 more fish to make the box. I'll go to a vat. I'll go up to a pond of fish that are more expensive than I really want, but I'll buy the best I can to make the box.
Yeah, to make your box up, yeah.
And it works both ways, doesn't it? Because those fish come back and, you know, you might have paid 4 times more for one of those fish in that box to make the box, and it comes back, jumps out, whacks its head. And suddenly it's like...
we're not allowed to say what might happen.
Isn't it? Amount of times I've seen gouges in bloody fish's head where they jump up and hit something or hit the net, and it's always those. But that's just the way it goes, isn't it? Or you buy a cheap one, and 2 months back in the UK, and it blossoms into
the best fish
of the batch.
You've got to pick wisely, and I suppose that's where the years and years and years of experience of going out there and doing it, as like all these breeders and dealers do. It's something I hope and one day to be able to achieve myself. By which I mean, having that knowledge to pick something that you can think, right, yes, this fish doesn't look too bad. It looks nice. It's got potential. If it does what I think it's going to do, it could be absolutely stunning when it gets back here into UK waters. That's the bit that I'll look forward to learning and advancing more in. So, but yeah, I don't think I've got
bits of it, innit? It's like imagine going to like an art dealership where you can look at the paintings and you've got some knowledge, but those paintings change. So you're looking at the Rembrandts and the Van Goghs and whatever you are, but some of them blossom and get even more valuable.
Yeah.
And
Another
some,
one's
like,
just
the paint falls off and they turn to a bit of paper.
yeah. I'm gonna end up with a Goshki Sankey that's no longer a Goshka.
Mate, a lot of them do, isn't it? And new varieties or new breeders or new parent sets create that spark of interest, don't they?
But
They could be amazing.
It's at the same time, though, like you were saying, we do cater for all types and we do cater for all people. So you've got to bring in some of the stuff that, you know, you've got set amounts, haven't you, of what you want to get in the mint class A pieces. But then you've got to bring in some lower price stuff of a very good quality, and then lower price stuff of the best quality you can, because you've got to cater for everybody in all categories. You can't just turn around and think, right, we're just going to deal with A-class clients, because then you'd just be putting yourself out of a business in the market. So I'm pretty sure Ryan will be doing whatever he needs to do to get out there and bring back what's required to fill ponds back up, because I'm sick of looking at them.
Now's the time, isn't it, to be buying the Nisai. This is the time they're coming in and you're getting first dibs on a lot of fish, which is why everyone's out there, because it is the time to do it, isn't it?
There is talk of there's a lot of Tosai out there as well, though. There's a lot, you know, like Shinoda had got a lot of Tosai there ready, but obviously I don't know whether or not we've purchased anything. I don't know ins and outs of it.
That comes with they're literally just being harvested. They've got to be put through sleeping sickness and hardened up, and then
everything else, getting them all ready for the next one, are being moved out there.
Yeah, and then as a dealer, if you're buying back, if he turns around and goes, "Oh, I'm going to bring back 5,000 Tosai," you've got to basically overwinter them as well. Yeah. Who are you selling them to now?
Yeah,
hard market. So you've got to literally go, well, they're cheaper now, but I've got to put them through all that stuff where I might take losses, and I've got to pay to heat them and grow them or deal with them for the next 4 months before the market really kicks off in this country for those fish, which is great. I mean, if you've got the facilities to do it and the balls to do it, it's the time to do it.
It's a gamble, but it's obviously one that'll pay off if you've got the capabilities of doing it, isn't it? But we'll see. I don't know.
But you might find that's the way things turn, isn't it? The market's change, isn't it? There was, again, 20 years ago, they wouldn't even sell Tosai now. They were literally sprats that were that big that were so.
Yeah, that's what surprised me though. By looking at them, they were good sized fish already.
Yeah, but they've changed. So the way they develop them, so they're bigger, stronger, and they know how to deal with them. So now you can buy them earlier and earlier and earlier, to the point where Ricky's already shipped some of his shower own that they bring.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's last month or even before. So he's already been bringing stuff back over. Yeah,
which is almost like we do, isn't it? It's what you breed them, you get them, and you move them.
Yeah. Move them on.
But that comes with its own issues.
It does. If anybody is wondering where Matt is, and Crafty will be joining us this evening. So, and the reason he wasn't on last week is he was, by the time he'd finished, left work and travelling back home, it was pushing up to, we was talking about coming to an end. So he thought, I'll have the evening off as opposed to jump on for 10 minutes and then call it a do. So, but he will be joining us this evening. And Matt he's already, I sent him a link and he sent me a little message back as he was making his way home saying, I'm going to be in so much trouble. But he is coming. But yeah, we'll deal with him.
He's got multiple jobs, mate.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. This again for him though. This is a busy season, isn't it? So you got everything he's trying to do with his business, liners, ponds, and gamekeeping, as well as his koi as well. So yeah, busy man. So he can be excused on this occasion.
He can be excused.
Well,
I would say he's down the pub, but he's not down the pub.
No, he's not. I know he's not. I mean, I've just come through the door and just threw my tea down my neck. I couldn't even be asked to get changed. I thought, sorry, I'll just stay as I am this evening. Right, guys, if anybody has got any questions or topics or anything they would like us to have a touch on or have a natter about tonight, please post them in the comments as usual. Stick a capital questions or whatever, just something that makes it stand out from every other one that's already in there when you're talking amongst yourselves. Let's see if I've missed anything and double check as I go back. Marco Togniri says, watched the video. Ryan was a bit worse for wear. Well, I was watching him, and it was a bit about him. They're going to do a food challenge, and I didn't get to see what happened with it. So I'm going to go back to that and finish that one off. So hopefully it wasn't that made him look a bit worse for wear. Tony Farmo, Coy, you all ready for winter? Don't know what that's about. Let's see if we've got any other ones. We've got Bill that says evening all, and we've got Paul Windmill that says hi, Gaz and Rick. Good evening, mate. And Gary's Coy says good evening all. Thanks for joining us. Just want to touch base with a bit of Venti Coy. You all right, mate? Hope you're well. Mark Charles says evening, Dave. Evening all. Big George, Big Dave, everybody else, and all the rest of it. Paul Cunningham, what's this one? So if Nisai have a poor summer in the mud pond, will that batch of koi never recover, reach their full potential, or if they are given great conditions, will they recover? Well, chibi Nisai, Paul, can be pulled back from fish. When a chibi Nisai has been held back in cooler conditions to keep them smaller, it's been proven and people have done it time and time again where they've pulled them fish up to, within like half a season and got them back up to 45 cm. So I reckon if a chibi Nisai could do, I would have thought that you might not have got its full potential with it being in the mud ponds, but I'm pretty sure that once it got moved into a heated environment with the right food and right conditions, you could gain some of that back rather than all of it. And Rick's spamming me now with pictures.
See, this is why I can't do two things at once. So my opinion of that is 100%. If the fish is a good size toe size when it goes out into a mud pond and it has a poor summer, it's not a massive issue. If it's coming out at 45 centimeters at the end of the summer in the mud pond instead of 55 on a good year, it's not a major issue. It's when you have fish that miss a whole summer.
Yeah.
So like you're saying, chibi Nissa, you can catch them back up, but
they can only catch them.
You're not really catching them back up. You're putting them through another period of growth. So you're getting that fish maybe.
Effectively, you're doing what you said in past, where you're giving them like 2 summers, aren't you? Because you're increasing.
Yeah, basically, it's the degree days in the environment. So and different breeders' fish respond slightly different as well. So the longevity, some fish will grow for 8 years quite well, whereas other fish will grow really fast for 4 years and then kind of hit a bit of a brick wall. So you got to look at bloodlines, body structure, varieties, parents, grandparents. So it is tricky, but any fish that's behind in its group, that's when you start really struggling. So if you harvest a pond and they all went out as 20 centimeter tozai to grow on for the summer and they come back and one's 35 and the rest are all 45, that one that's 35 is probably really pretty, but it's not got the same structure. It's never going to really make what you want it to do. If you want it to be a big size. But at the end of the day, size is such a talked about thing, but actually it's quite irrelevant, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, if you see a really good quality fish, that out trumps a big ugly thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, I think I'd rather have a well-looking fish, looking nice, pattern body, all ticking all the boxes, and sacrifice a little bit that mass size for it to look mint for longer. Personally, for me,
100%. I think that's where people get a bit lost in so a 65, 70 centimeter Sankey show, whatever, that is absolutely every element of it is bob on.
Yeah,
looks a lot better than a 90 centimeter fish that's Benny's fallen off. It's got so many issues. It's got a funny edge shape, and it's like a snake or a sofa. Those elements. When you see a big fish that is bob on, it is amazing.
Yeah, I'd agree, mate.
The realities of a 90 centimeter fish that's all in proportion and looks all those elements together. That's why they win grand champion and whatever. Because
yeah, and you can see why, because that's difficult to maintain all those elements. Yeah, all those elements to that point of that size and that mass, isn't it? It's difficult for some people to do from toe side to knee side. You know, if you push too much, colours drop off. Body structure can't handle whatever it's done. It's grown too fast. Sometimes they go to shit, twisted spines or whatever, or twisted head, or, you know, water quality is not good enough and you end up with more other issues on your fish. But I mean, the vast majority of people that are growing fish on know what they're doing and do it right, far better than what I could. And that's purely because I don't have the capabilities of pushing a fish to that amount. But I think even if I did, I would still rather go on the latter end of the size, on the smaller end of the size, for the mass. If I could get, let's say, for example, if I could, if capable of getting 20 cm out of my fish every season, I don't think I'd push them that much. I'd rather take that 10 to 12 to 15 cm than push that mass size and end up ruining a fish and enjoy the quality of it before the mass size of it. I think they get to a certain point as well.
A hobbyist or whatever doing a fish to a big farm that needs to get 10,000 knee side to 50 cm or whatever is their standard kind of size. There's different horses for courses, isn't there?
Yeah.
So yeah, having a fish, if you're a farm that's producing fish that are going to look good at 5 years old to win top awards, at 2 years old, you just need to get the basic growth and structure in, and you can do the refining. As long as you don't destroy it, you can do the refining further down the line. But yeah, trying to gain back a lost summer, a poor summer in a mud pond where they only grow 10 centimeters or whatever, as opposed to 20, isn't a lost summer. It's just a poor summer. Fish sat at dealers.
But technically, wouldn't those fish come out looking better though for that? Because they have not been.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
The
problem is, why have they had a poor summer? So if the temperatures were too high, oops, I'm late again. I did it again. Right, Brittany. But yeah, if the fish have had a poor summer because the water quality is shit, that's not going to be good for the longevity. You know, living in a smog-filled city isn't great. You have not grown as well as you should have done, and now you've got health issues implicated with that.
Yes, I suppose. Yeah. So I mean, if they've not,
Charles Dickens there, isn't it? A bit of Scrooge.
Yeah. Oh, quickly, I'll put this up as well. Daniel Adams says, just wanted to say good luck to Rick this weekend for the Koi Fest. Some great koi available.
Thank you very much. Hopefully, too stressful for me getting it's just doing my head in now. I've got 6 more ponds to sort out and then I'm done. So,
Jonathan says Ryan was almost asleep, sat in a chair at Lee's video today. Can't decide if Rick's gone Hiyatsuri or Benny Kiko with the hair dye. Nice.
It was supposed to be Benny Kamonryu, but it has gone like a really poor quality Hiyatsuri.
Why didn't you do a beard as well?
I did say that, and Zoe said because it dyes your skin, and when I shave, I'll have like this weird coloured.
Oh, you still have.
I was up for doing it, but Zoe's like, you can't do that. You'll have a funny face.
Got a question there, but we'll get this out of the way. Gaz, are you going to the Koi Chupa Fest? No, I'm not, unfortunately.
Not for want to try him.
Not for the want to try.
Happens, doesn't it, mate? We'll send you loads of pictures.
Yeah.
I'll you about midnight Saturday.
Let's face it, I've been to 2 in the past. In fact, I've been to 3 in the past. So it's you know, swings and roundabouts. What I will be doing what I did say I would be doing though. I'll be doing some balling up videos and having a look at my fish throughout the Saturday with my grandkids. So they're going to get to do some hands-on and get involved with being there and having a look at them, getting them all balled up. So it's still going to be good fun for me. Oh, a fucking nightmare. 1 or 2.
Just going to photobomb me a few more times.
Is it getting right? Think about. Are these something that
doing this?
Is these something that need to be? Are these for tonight?
These are the auction fish we're putting on for the weekend. So I'd like to see them.
Yeah, we'll bring these up and show everybody as well. My
Yeah,
favorite.
they're not just for you; they're for the group, but not right now.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, where's that
Are you doing some on Saturday and some on Sunday? Are you?
The plan's to do 5 each day, so you don't have to be there to bid on those fish. If that makes sense.
I could be a true secret bidder then, could I?
You could be a true secret bidder, but you're going to be there, aren't you? So
Tony's missed the memo by the look of it. Tony, it wasn't your favourite breeder. It was your favourite koi by your favourite breeder. Not your favourite breeder without a koi. Oh, dear me. This gets harder week by week, man. It really does. But mate, there's some nice fish there.
Well, come on, and guys, share them.
No, I'll share them when Rick's
right,
finished.
I've broken my phone. I'll share them in a minute. Right, there you go. I can't multitask, can I?
Guys, you ain't finished your kitchen. You ain't in the same boat. I never started the kitchen, mate, but I finished my bathroom.
Your bathroom's lovely. Great.
Guys, is Sakai number one?
Yeah. Who's the best breeder on the planet?
Well, I
Well,
suppose
we should have that debate, Gaz. In your opinion, who is the best koi breeder on the planet?
Aoki.
Aoki.
Yeah,
Not a chance for me, mate. Absolutely.
but that's the difference. I'm not bothered about whether the fish get to massive, great big body volume, but just the variety and the stuff that he did in Deutsch over there. Because I like him, mate. That's what I like.
Yeah.
And when I saw his stuff out there, it was a place that wowed me with his. When he showed us his private stash of stuff, I was like, mate, there's so fucking worldly fish in here. They're mint. And I would have loved anything from out there. If he said you could have what you want, and I didn't have a tight ass pocket, I would say, yeah, for me, 100%. That was the place that wowed me more than anything. Don't get me wrong, going to Dinich and everything else was amazing, man, to see those fish. But to see the quality of his Deutsch fish that he got there, it was mint. That for me, that was for that trip. But that's only what you can only speak of what you've experienced, and that's what I experienced.
Yeah, you see every breeder coming through the doors at Ryan's, boxes of fish coming from most breeders in Japan or whatever.
Yeah, but I've honestly got to say that I like most of the stuff from. I asked Ryan. I was looking at them Iokis going, oh my god, on everything that were pretty much coming out. Far more than. Don't get me wrong, a lot of the other stuff are really, really, really nice. But I like the Ioki stuff that come through more than anything. And
it depends on what you're after, doesn't it, though? Because if you're after, say, a Shiro, where would you go and get a Shiro?
Exactly. Yeah.
Where would you go and get Hiyatsuri from? Where would you go and get?
Well, yeah, again,
get more from me.
Exactly that. There you go. It would be. I'd go to Shinoda for a Hiyatsuri. I've been photographing his fish today, and man, they're absolutely mint. They're absolutely immaculate. And if I wanted a Shiro,
who would you go for
NMB? Because I really like the quality of his.
Who for a Chag then, guys?
For a Chag,
Marisay?
No, I would probably say so, yeah, because we've got a lot in there now from him, and they're nice, mate. Yeah.
But he does the nice olivey colour ones, but if
yeah,
you want
exactly.
a nice chocolate one, you have to go somewhere else.
So there is no top.
There isn't, is there? Well, I would imagine there is for a lot of people, because there's some people that just want that certain type of koi and they're not bothered about anything else, and they like just that variety alone. So I could imagine that would be, some people are just into showa, some people are just into kahaku, shuru, utsuri, whatever they might be. So they might not actually want anything else other than that from that best breeder in the world. If you had a specimen pond and then turned around and said, there we go, good evening. if you want
AKA oops, I'm late again.
Yeah, you would have to put, oops, I didn't turn up.
But yeah, I suppose you're right, Matt. In a sense, mate. It depends what you were after as to whether or not you would. Let's say if you wanted a yellow monkey, where else would you go? Or a Ginrin Karashigo, whatever you want to class it as. Where would you go if you wanted the best of the Ginrin Karashigo? You'd go to Dainichi, wouldn't you? Yeah.
It depends how much money you want to spend, doesn't it? Is he frozen?
Oh, me? No, I was reading that comment there. Simon Kennedy says, no offense, Gaz and Matt, but Rick said he would sell me 1,000 fry for 80 quid. So I got to go there. 100% you've got to go there, mate. If you want 1,000 fry, I wouldn't tell you to go anywhere else for your fry, mate. There are other places available, but I personally would. I've gone through the fry. I've graded through the fry. I've seen them all, and I've got the chance to be there and grade through them from this to this, working down there. So I would say, yeah, 100%, mate. If you wanted fry, that's where you go. I mean, if I wanted some really good fry and money were no object, I'd be importing them from Japan. And Rick would probably tell you the same.
Apart from you wouldn't be able to get the fry from Japan, would we?
Yeah, they won't be fry, would they? They'd be fingerling toasai, won't they? So, yeah. No offense, Crafted, but you're just a wannabe seller. What the? Simon Kennedy's kicking it in there, isn't it? Huh? Oh, the hell. Make a
What does that
question.
mean? What does that mean?
It was saying it won't come to us. It won't go to Matt if he wanted fry. But Rick will do 1,000 for 80 quid, so he's going there. So that would be his preferred place.
Why not?
Simon, what does that mean?
Yeah, Simon. What does that mean?
What was it?
It's no offense, Crafter. It did say no offense beforehand, but
Don't take any offence then, Crafty. It's just, no offence.
Well, it's like saying, I'm not a racist, but, right? Coming out of a racist statement, isn't it? No offence, but. What does it mean, mate? Tell me what it means.
The next one there, yeah, but Japan are selling you rejects. They're not selling us rejects. The rejects get rejected. That's why they're rejects.
The rejects are back out on the fields.
Yeah, the rejects go back out and ploughed into the field, mate. That's where the rejects go. Or they get taken.
Who calls what a reject is? That's the thing, innit? That's mental. Because any koi,
It's
as
a reject.
plain orange and horrible as it might be, someone will love it. So they're just selling what is marketable, isn't it? So they're keeping what they deem to be the best quality fish, and what the koi world believes to be the best quality fish. That's what we all want to buy.
I can relate with Simon. I can put it into different terms for him, right? You know of a gentleman called Mazzarelli's, Llewellyn Lofts. He is one of the top places for breeding pigeons. And if you wanted to buy a pigeon back 25, 30 years ago, he was the number one place to go to get your top birds, which would be it's Mazzarelli. It's from a place called Llewellyn Lofts. And he bred a pigeon that sold for about, I don't know, something like 1.4 million or something. And it was from the bloodline of champions of pigeons. Now, if Simon thinks that all descendants of the pigeons that come from Llewellyn Lofts are all rejects, unless it's a champion stud line bred bird, then you're talking nonsense, because they're not other. They're just, you pay different prices for different qualities and you get different results from different bloodlines.
As you're a pigeon man then, Gaz, have you heard of the Ponderosa?
The Ponderosa, yeah.
Yeah, because that's here down in Weymouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a good pigeon, is it? Do they taste nice?
No, the Ponderosa is a farm, in effect. Hundreds and hundreds of pigeons, and they're breeding them and selling them to the racing fanciers, as it were.
I mean, pigeon racing years ago used to be a massive thing. My dad's
Simon, hang on, let me just clear this up. I couldn't give two fucks what Ricky Stoddart says, mate. Is not the fucking be all and end all in the koi world. You may think he's a god. I don't. I've worked with him. All right. So at the end of the day, you've got your opinion. Stop saying no offense, because I will take offense to it. If you want to come over to the shop and I'll show you why I take offense. So I'm not offering you out for a fight. I'm offering you out so we can look through fish and I can show you that I'm not a wannabe anything. And I'll show you how much money I spent last year and how much money we actually made. All right. So get off your high horse, dude. Sorry, mate. Run
No.
over.
I didn't go for a wee. Come back and cry.
At the end of the day, I can see these things that I put out there that Japan doesn't sell. Well, all right, yeah. The very best of what comes out of Japan stays in Japan because they need those
guys. Right, let's get it right. What's a reject?
Exactly. A reject to me is a cull.
Right. You know, for me, it's not rejects at all. They're just the Japanese have not thrown them fish away. They're selling them.
Different grades, mate.
Yeah, but there are the real rejects are what would be culled off, aren't they?
And, you know,
when we sell fry, let's put it simple. When I sell 1,000 fry to someone, in my eyes, 995 of them are rejects. But for the people keeping those fry, maybe 300 of them are rejects. Maybe none of them are rejects. Who knows? It's only what you're growing as a business to sell or what you deem fit for what you want to do. It doesn't make any difference. Everyone's eyes and everyone's ideas are different. The Japanese are breeding fish and they're keeping what they believe or they want to believe on the farms to grow on year after year. And if people want to buy those fish and they make more money, then they're the ones they want to keep, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, we look at sashi and kiwa and patterns and body shape as all these positives, but an alien might come down and go, they'll taste like shit. I want the one that tastes good. What you're keeping them for? It's a market. It's created, made for a reason.
The rejects are called.
Yeah.
Right.
The rejects are cold. Yeah.
Right?
The cold
they keep a certain amount of stock that they want to put their name to keep their business going. And it, like last year, there was one. I ain't going to say the breeder. One breeder particular, his Nisai were absolutely bollocks. Right. But this year, his Tozai were absolutely bang on point. Biggest, best Tozai that I seen in Japan in February. I'm really looking forward to seeing what his Nisai do this year because it would have come from the Tozai batch that we was buying in February, right? So the ones that he's put into the mud pond, see where they go. So, you know, but this year his Nisai may be the best Nisai as well. But then next year he might be going back down to being the worst, right? So every single breeder, like every single dealer, have different years based on their selection. Or for a dealer, as a breeder, how well their parent stock produce, how well that their fry go. And I know there's a dealer in Japan that's got some absolutely mental short bodies that he didn't want, right? They just literally 90% of his stock turned into short body koi.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and that's he's only a two-man band, right? But that's hit him financially really hard. So what does that do? That puts the value of his fish up, right? Because he's also got to pay his overheads. It's such a big picture that all of this Japan selling rejects, but it's not. It's not. The rejects get killed, right? The ones that are good enough to sell at different price points, right? You've got your 45, 50 pound koi from Japan. You've got your 100 pound price points from Japan, and then 300, 500, 1,000 pound fish, all the way up to 15, 20,000 pound. All right, so. Are you saying that some of the fish that we get that are absolutely mint that go through from Tozai to win baby champion junior champion, adult champion, mature champion. Was that a reject? No, it wasn't. All right.
But that was told to us, and it's over here in the UK. Yeah,
exactly. All right. So but
to a degree, you've got to kind of understand where he's coming from. Everybody thinks that they sell stuff to us that is surplus to them. Now, let's face it, any breeder of anything, they don't give away the very best because they need to keep that bloodline so that they continue producing that bloodline for years to come. And they've got to, at some point, and this could be a thing, Crafty, like what you were saying, where a dealer has a bad year, or a breeder has a bad year because they've had to reintroduce new bloodlines to make that, to continue that bloodline that don't necessarily work as well as it did in the past. So
which is like the Dainichi Yellow Monkey line.
Yeah, exactly.
Lost one of the parent set, so they've got the Mark II variety now, which I don't think are as good as the Mark I. I like to put marks on them now. See,
and a lot of people might agree with that, Crafter, but then there might be other people that think, you know what, I actually like the new variations that have come out in Mark II. Everybody's different, and that's the beauty about keeping koi. Everybody's got a different taste, different varieties, and different specifications that they look for in a fish when you're looking at them to purchasing them yourself. Everybody tries to use a guideline. Everybody tries to use the base set blueprint of what should be, but inevitably, me and Crafty could look at the same types of koi and think, well, we've done it, haven't we? We've sat there and done it with Yamabukis. And
yeah,
I still picked one other than that I liked because it had a Ginrin element, and I like Ginrin more than the standard.
But it was a Japanese reject, mate. What a load of bollocks, mate.
Yeah, not so
Sorry,
much.
that really got me back up, man. Matt. Oh, I apologise. Right, red meat and all, but if we're going to say something, if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say it. All right, because we're not here to be slagged off or whatever. We're here to put a show on for you guys to enjoy.
There's a statement. S Legend was sold. So does that make it a reject? That's one hell of a reject. 1.7 million that fish went for.
All koi are sold. I don't really. It's just where and when you sell them for how much someone's willing to pay for them, isn't it? It's not. Yeah.
Serious question, guys. Crafter, I'm watching YouTube and listening to dealers. I'd rather spend my money with guys in the UK who are breeding themselves.
Perfect. I hope so.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
If that's your bag, all right, then you stick to it, right? I haven't got a problem with that. I respect a huge amount of work that goes into what goes on in the UK with regards to breeding koi, because it's probably harder to achieve the results that they do than what they do in Japan, because number one, they haven't got the water. Number two, they haven't got the money to achieve what they do in Japan. And number three, it's a lot more cheaper to do it or to buy your fish in that way. And you can still get some bloody good fish off Rick as well. I know I've got some in my own pond.
Yeah,
right? So it doesn't matter to me. For me, I think that if that's what you like, that's brilliant. Right. But ultimately, Japan koi, if we didn't have koi from Japan, Rick wouldn't even be breeding any koi.
Do you not think though as well some of the YouTube auctions are giving the Japanese fish a bad name, in the sense of what one dealer will say is, look at this high quality Japanese koi, and somebody could quite easily look at that fish and go, actually, what's so fucking special about that fish? I've seen Rick buy or rear and sell a tenth for that price. And it's because
you're always going to get anyone selling stuff big it up, aren't you?
Yeah, I know. And I don't think it does the trade any good whatsoever.
You're never going to stop it. So it's difficult. But we couldn't breed fish without the original Japanese parents. There isn't even a start. We're standing on the shoulders of giants, and we're buying fish from bloodlines and from breeders that have done generations of work for us to jump on a bandwagon and do it in this country. That's ultimately what we're doing. And if I breed 10 good Sankeys, they could be lovely Sankeys. You might be able to buy them off me for 150 quid each. But Sakai Fish Farm will have 100,000 of that level and better, because that's what they do. So if you want a top end Sankey, go to Sakai Fish Farm. I would never. We'll produce fish to a certain point for a certain market, but yeah, the Japanese have got the best brood stock, the years of knowledge, the farms, hundreds of farms. So what we're doing is minuscule, but what we're doing is fulfilling a gap in the market for those. The bulk of those level of fish you don't need to bring in from Japan, because why bring in the lower quality, cheaper stuff when us and lots of farms can supply that. And if we have fish that are show level fish, we'll have customers that. But it's such a small number. We're doing this event this weekend, mate, and honestly, if I could pull out 20 fish that are proper top end out of the 1,000, 2,000, whatever fish we've got, it's such a small number. It's unbelievable. And we will sell more average, cheaper fish every day of the week than we will of those top end fish.
But he said Japan's selling rejects, and then Jonathan's put, I will confirm, Simon is quoting Ricky from last night, the word reject, and then it's been added to there. Yes, Jonathan, but Ricky explained the term as not necessarily derogatory. I tell you what I'll do, right? As I work next door to him, I'll speak with him tomorrow and I'll find out just what he meant, and I'll come back to you. How about that, Simon? Because nobody else can do that, but I can.
Yeah, I'll throw it in, mate, because people obviously need to think. Ricky Stoddart is now got a breeding program in Japan, right? And what you're saying that he's selling his rejects to you guys. You know, that's what you said in your comments, right? That's not me saying.
He's already shipped his rejects back.
Exactly.
So, but they're not rejects. So they're still that top
fish
of what he's produced, just not the top end.
If we break it
that was
down,
my point exactly, Rick. Right?
You've got your the tatigoi, as they put it, and all the rest of the different terminologies that we get. The very best of the best, they keep, and they put out in the mud ponds, they grow them on, or they give us a chance of purchasing them at Tosai and having that fish grown on for you. And if they deem it necessary for that fish to be grown on again for another year because they think that fish has got the potential to do even more better, they will advise you to do so. Some might even say it's got to stay so, whether you want it to or not. And that's something I found out last time that were there. If they believe that fish is going to be, they'll either do one or two things: offer you to buy it back off you, or say it's got to stay out there because this fish needs to reach its potential and it will only do so in this environment. So you've got those type of fish, and then you've got what I would consider your A grade, your B, and your C's. And then you've got the cheaper market fish.
Ungraded.
Yeah. But there's just because they're not something that a serious hobbyist is into, doesn't mean there's not a valued market out there for someone to make use of, or for someone to enjoy, for someone to have in the pond. Even if they cost 6, 7 quid, 10 quid, 20 quid, whatever it might be. There's people out there that only want those type of fish because, one, they might not be very good at keeping koi. Two, the local cats, birds and wildlife and everything else might take them off them out of the pond every year. And they just like to see a few fish in the pond for a bit of colour and a bit of vibrancy in there. And they put some in and restock them in with cheap ones every year. There's a market for all sorts of fish in all sorts of avenues. And there's categories that they all fall into. Now, some of us might turn around and say that those fish aren't no good. And those might be the people that have the fish that have been grown on for the year on in a mud pond. There might be other people that say, well, you know, they're no A grades, them are they? They're no showpieces. They're not something I'd want. But they might be something to somebody that does appreciate the beauty of fish just being what they are, not being for a set blueprint pattern, and just being a random fish of beauty that they appreciate. So there's a market for it all in all directions and in all avenues, isn't it?
There is, isn't there? And a top quality koi that loses its penny becomes a reject pretty damn quick, doesn't it?
It does. If StreamYard put a little question mark box on the comments if someone asks a question, or finish it with a question mark. Have you seen
It
that?
has, yeah. It has got a little question mark in top corner because somebody's put the question bit. Nice one.
Good, isn't it?
Look at that.
Budget pond. Oh crap! It moved. Budget pond. Sorry, Paul Windmills. Question for Matt. What's he doing with here at Surrey? Rick sent him.
Yeah,
They're still waiting. They're still waiting for him to collect them. If he ain't careful, I'm going to sell him at the weekend.
Might do something with them. I have no idea at the moment. Why? Do you want one, Paul?
Hey, look, you can do that too. I didn't know you could do that either.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've done
the
that,
comments
mate. But
popped up.
I got told that it gets in the way.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking same, mate. That was a
But
genuine.
the one good thing with it, when you replay on live, it's got all the comments still coming up because you lose them comments, guys, don't you?
Right, I guess in Simon, when you asked earlier on if I'm a racing or pigeon fancier, no, mate, I'm not. But I was brought up by my granddad and my dad. I was brought up by my granddad and my dad and my uncle and all my dad's friends that were very much serious pigeon racing fanciers. They loved it. And my dad's race channel is one channel 3 times. He's done all sorts of it and he's really enjoyed it. But years ago, he set up his own business and stopped keeping them, started keeping coins instead. Funny how you were thinking of doing the same thing. But when you've asked there with the question, is it okay, guys? There's 4 of you on the panel live now. Is Sakai the best to go for? If not, where do you recommend? It depends what
Let me answer.
Go on.
Perfect Aquatics.
You started it off, didn't you? All right. If you want a Benigoi, if you want a Karashigoi, if you want a Deutz, I don't know, a Chiba, you ain't going Sakai.
No.
Right. So, to narrow it down, if you want Go Sankey, mainly Showa or Sankey, 100%, that's the place that you're going to get one of the best fish if you are prepared to pay a thick wedge of money, right? Because the smaller fish that come out of there that you're picking up for 200-300 quid over here, they're the rejects. Right? They are nowhere near his best fish. Nowhere near. All right. That's why I say you've got to be prepared to have a thick wedge from him.
But he still needs to sell them because he needs a few quid. He's running out of money.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
And,
But
and potentially the space.
say that again, Matt. Sorry, dude. I couldn't hear you.
So, and potentially the space as well. Because if they've got 100,000 good quality fish and they've only got the space for 50,000,
They will select the ones out that they want to keep and grow on to earn more money. Potentially that's what they do. All right. It's what most koi dealerships do, including in Japan. All right. The bigger the fish, the more money goes into it, the more expensive they become. All right. So the ones I don't choose to grow on come out to us. It doesn't mean to say that they're the worst fish. They're just not the best. Right. And actually, from what I've seen, the stuff that comes over from the likes, the best fish I've had at the top end of the Momotaro Kahaku that I had a couple of years ago. Some of them fish that have turned out absolutely unreal, on point. However, some Sakai that I've had, they've turned after 2 years really gone off the cliff. Right? Just because you're buying into Sakai doesn't mean say you're buying into quality, right? You've got to understand fish a little bit more.
The Momotaro has always had a much harder culling process than Sakai Fish Farm. Sakai Fish Farm, we used to produce 20 million fish and sell 100,000. And Momotaro used to do 20 million fish and they used to have a cut off at about 4,000 products they sell. So much, much, much harder. But you can't buy cheap ones. They start at a better level and you're buying a product that's at a better level. It's not quite the same as it was, but that's the two models. Momotaro, he was a millionaire. He started a fish farm to grow massive koi, to grow massive, amazing koi, and it wasn't about money. Whereas Sakai Fish Farm was a business, and you sell all the product you've got that's worth selling.
And not be letting you, Ricky. It wasn't Simon.
But
Wasn't it Simon that said that he's going to go and buy the fish from yourself? Now, in effect, those fish are going to be your rejects.
And technically,
and from Sakai parents, Dionysi parents, Momotaro parents.
you just beat me to it. And technically come from all the breeders that he purchased them all from Japan.
yeah, it's not. It's just a product, and it's not a reject. You get to a point where a fish is sellable. Before
Or it's not.
it's not sellable, and you get to a point where it is sellable, and you have to make your mind up. Do I want to sell fish at this level at £1 each, or do I keep only the best, don't sell any, and sell them all at £1,000 each? So as a business model, Momotaro had the money to say, well, I am doing this, and if they don't fit that criteria, they are not my product. Done.
And they become his rejects based on that fact, but they're still sellable fish.
Yeah, but I'll sell a fish for £1, and he sells a fish, and it's
So I mean, there's all levels of market for them, isn't there?
It's context.
Of course
Isn't
there
it?
is.
Unless it's a deformed, spinally damaged, whatever, it's
There's a
and
market for them.
there is some, isn't there?
Really tell one.
It is. There is though. Some people will genuinely buy fish because they don't want to see it be terminated.
I've got an actual customer that comes into the shop periodically that if I've got a twisted fish, right, or something that looks like a question mark as it's swim or trying to swim properly, we keep them to the side, mate, and she takes them home and looks after them. She's a vet, and she's like, oh, you can't get rid of that.
And in an ideal world, Crafty, there'd be one of those clients for every person, wouldn't there? So that they could all have a fair life.
And they'd all have a husband that like pike fishing. They could just hook them on.
Brilliant.
To be fair, we've got a customer that buys them for the otter, puts them in the pond for the otter to come because they like seeing the otters come. They come and buy the cheapest fish they can to put in there to feed the otter.
That's, I mean, again, it's nature, isn't it? So, I mean, to me,
It's
there'll be
quite
people
hard,
that might be offended
which
by
one
that,
do you
but
want?
to me, that's
the
not.
otter's going to eat it.
I wouldn't think twice about live baiting with a fish to catch another fish. Some people would look at that as you should be doing that. It's cruel. It's cruel, but it's not cruel when pike swims across water and eats a roach anyway, is it? So, all right, we're putting that there for our entertainment, but some people would say that that's not right either.
Wait, serious question then.
Oh, hang about. Oh, before you go, did you remember your topic for this evening? Shit, Matt, you crap.
I did.
2 weeks ago. And I asked you to as well.
All bloody week. Does the otter have any preference for variety? Or does he only like the rejects?
He likes the bigger ones with less scales.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I suppose it's less for it to chew off, isn't it, really? Deutz ones. Easier on.
Deutz ones that swim slow are his favourites.
And then for the tongue-in-cheek question there from Budget Podkeeper, can anybody suggest the best place you purchase pigeons from as I'm making a pigeon pie? Llewellyn Lofts, Azarella. There you go.
I'm making a pigeon pie.
There you go.
Thought about
That's the best place. 20 years ago, he was the top breeder of pigeons. So,
if you want pigeons for your pie, go on to Facebook, look up a group called Giving Up the Game. And
don't go on that.
Seriously, and you'll see lots of people on there that have been out and they've shot.
And make sure you've got a safe filter search up because that could get you anything popping up on your screen. So
but yeah, you'll find loads of people selling pigeons, geese, or giving it away.
I'm giving up games in-game birds, not like prostitutes.
Right. Simon's asking again there though. So what's his best fit? Right, Simon, what's your budget? What do you like? Because there's no point going into what you're talking about. You got a deep pocket, mate? Because you're wanting to know who's got the best fish, who produces the best fish. But I can pretty much guarantee you, unless you're super fucking rich, you ain't going to buy them because they'd probably outprice all of us if we combined our salaries together. Fact. 1.7 million for the best fish tancho that was sold was the price bracket of it.
Mackie D.
It's again.
He's ordered.
You can see his eyes like that.
I love it.
If you're looking at getting into koi, Simon, the best way to look at getting into koi is to start off how everybody else does, because it's a steep learning curve, mate. And if you go out and start buying the very best of what you can afford, then you're going to be very disappointed when you have a problem within the first 6 months and you lose some, because we all do. It's a fact.
Where's he live? Visit his nearest koi dealer.
Yeah.
Have you bought anything from the Nisai harvest yet, Matt?
No.
He's waiting. He's saving his wedge till he comes down the weekend. Biggest harvest in the world. Sounds like he sold some of his fish that ain't even left the farm yet.
There, Scrag68 says there, a dealer has 3K, 2K, and 1K fish. He needs to make some room and sells his 1K fish. That's the one he's rejected. So yeah, technically, mate, you're right, and it is. That's his reject, because that's what he's rejected to move on to make room for his other better stuff that he wants to keep. So, terminology of the reject being put into the right context. That was a good one, wasn't it? Rejects. But I bet you I know somebody that's going to reject his McDonald's when it comes fruit door, are you? Not a chance. Even if it's only lukewarm, you'd still smash it, won't you?
Right, I'm back.
I've just had me mental pills put on the table next to me.
Calm down, dear.
I ain't lying either. She said, you might need these.
You said about Mackie D's, put it in a farming term. All of those cows that are made out of Mackie D's have all been rejected cows, because if they were top breeding, they would have been keeping them for the
Exactly.
breeding
That was
cycle.
my point by saying any form of anybody that's involved in any form of livestock breeding, they keep the very best to keep those generations going, don't they? Your bloodline needs to stay true. You've got to keep producing it again and again and again. Or otherwise, you have a stud bull and a stud heifer that eventually can't produce any more young. What do? Wrap up business and think, oh shit, well, I never thought to keep a good one. I sold them all.
Funny thing is, the farmer that I do the shoot on today was talking about one of his cows, and I said, is that the one that you bought from the Queen? Which he bought 4 cows from the Queen, and he had them 16 years ago. One of them he's now going to send off to get slaughtered because at 16 years of age, not producing the babies that he should be or she should be. So she's a reject, and we're going to be eating it.
No,
I'm not a
no,
troll.
no. 16-year-old would be a bit tough, wouldn't it?
No, that's what I said, be in its prime, because of the type of cow it is. It will be a really good eating meat.
He's in Warrington, is Simon.
You stalker. You're in trouble now, Simon.
He's not. I wouldn't say Simon's being a troll. I would say Simon's trying to find out who is the best people he can buy stuff from. But what he needs to know is his price bracket. The only thing that governs what you can buy is your pocket, and you can buy whatever you want. Like somebody said earlier on, you won't go to Porsche if you wanted to buy a Ferrari, would you? But
You might.
Well, you might do. If it was a trade-in, you might.
But you'd be trading in your Porsche, though, wouldn't you? Then you won't would you buy a Ferrari from Porsche?
No, because somebody could have already traded in that. So then they've got to move. So they've got to move it.
That's going to block, innit? And they've given bottom price that it'd be getting pushed out somewhere else, wouldn't it?
You should be saying you shouldn't be going to Ford or Skoda to buy a Ferrari.
Yeah.
That
There
makes
you
more
go.
sense.
That would make more sense. Unless somebody were thinking, I'm going to have to cut back, this Ferrari's too expensive to run, and they traded it into Fords.
I bought my next grow and show fish a couple of days ago.
You did?
Yeah.
Was
that a good one?
Is that a
Oh, is Yamaguchi's? Have you seen Yamaguchi's back out yet?
No, I'm waiting, mate. I'm still waiting for them.
Are you on tender hooks or tenter hooks?
No. And they haven't had the best growing season this year because they haven't had a very rainy season. So, you know,
I like these.
they've had to really cut back on the amount of food going in because the water supply hasn't been there to top the ponds up. So it's going to be interesting. I'm
nervous,
excited. No, I'm excited, mate. 'Cause I don't, mate. If I'm honest, I don't want them to come out at like 60 cm like they did last year, because you could only get a couple in a box, and the shipping charges went through the roof to get the fish back. You know, so if we can get 3 or 4 in a box, that's going to really reduce the amount of shipping charges to get them home.
Yeah,
you know, and then we can grow them back here. You know,
I like these, mate.
if they come out around 40 cm, I'll be really happy, mate. They've still had the best start in life, haven't they, in a mud pond? So
they look good. They look good, wouldn't they?
Yeah, mate.
That's what you need.
That's what I'm hoping for. So 11's come out of there, and we've got 3 at Yoshino as well. So go on, share it.
Yoshino's shut down. And
I'll share it right after this one. Hang about. Reject panel. Just to say, I value Crafty's wisdom, Matt's knowledge on liners, Gaz's ability to entertain us, and Rick's great breeding, grading videos, just to make things positive again.
Oh, very nice of him. See you at the weekend. Yeah,
Right,
anyway,
we'll share these.
Some auctions. Come on, Gaz. You blocked me, didn't you?
I blocked you. I blocked you.
I've sent about 5 pictures and it won't send anymore.
Mate, you've used your data allowance.
Probably. £5 a month I put in this phone.
I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 come from you.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So you're one more than what you thought you had.
Hang on.
I'll shut it down and see if it keeps sending you any more. But
hang on.
Oh, there you go. I shut it down and more's coming through. So that's 7. Right. The little bit there where Simon said again, money isn't the object. I want to buy the best koi without being ripped off. Right. You just made the fun. You've just said money isn't the object. You can't afford the best koi unless you've got seriously deep pockets. So you can only afford the best of what's within your capabilities of purchasing. So what you do is tell people what you're interested in, what you want, how much you're willing to spend, because money is always an object, or otherwise
Ivan, give me a bell.
You've got some serious coin. If you've got serious coin, then you're laughing, mate. You can buy whatever you want.
Give me a bell, mate.
You can, if you had that kind of money, you could go out there and purchase without having to ask us, because money wouldn't be an object, and you could be, well, that fish is shit, and you just throw it away and get another one. So anybody that says they want something without being ripped off, ain't that cash ready, because you're not bothered about being ripped off if you've got plenty.
The only way of being
they're
ripped off is having knowledge about what you're buying, isn't it?
That's right.
There's a lot of people that are cash strapped, mate, that spend silly.
Yeah, but if you've got knowledge about what you want to buy, then you're not going to get ripped off. If you know what a good Sankey looks like and what size it is for the age, then you know if you've got that knowledge, you haven't got the knowledge, you're in deep shit. Because
but he's asked the question again there. So why do I keep hearing Sakai, Jonathan? Well, that's because the reason the vast majority of people like Go Sankey, which are free characters of. We've got free. You've got the Kahaku, you've got the Showa and the Sankey. And Sakai produce all 3. So that's why you hear about them more, because they're the most popular free types of koi that are available.
And it don't make them the best
to the level where they win the Grand Champion, to the point of a joke. That's the point, isn't it? And they cost a bomb. Just
Right.
don't go around it, is
We're
it?
sharing these.
Yeah, we'll share some of these. Let's look at some fish.
We're
We're
sharing
auctioning these fish. Should be 10 of them.
No, not well. They're going to follow these ones.
I'm
They've
not
all come
auctioning
through yet.
crafties fish.
We're going to have a quick look at these ones that Crafty sent in first,
I will see that.
because
I
he
got
already
them.
kind of give me a heads up warning. There we go. Can't
Can you
make
make
them
them
play.
bigger?
Is that supposed to be a video?
No, it's just a photo, mate.
Can you make the photo bigger?
That's technically as big as it. Yeah, that's his maximum route.
I can't even see if they're like. Are they wadder fish?
They are.
Hearing.
They are. Well in.
I barely see them, mate.
Because you've had fucking eight cans of Stella Arders that come, mate, haven't you?
I've had a few. It's made my hair go funny.
Yeah, what do they call these? Because I
In the
forgot the
comment.
goddamn. I
Rich just
forgot-
said it
yeah,
in the comments.
because there's somebody that's got one of these as his profile picture.
That's right, Eric Gorman.
That's the one. I'm trying to remember his name over there.
Type of beer in it, Kieran.
So Rick's just said it again. Have you had your
Oh,
hair
say that
dyed,
again.
Rick?
Sorry, mate.
Max says, "Guys,
The
I'm the
fuck do you look like, man?
Look,
There it is there, look. That's the actual
there it
one.
is. That's the one. That's the profile picture there.
So I thought these are quite hard to come by in any sort of quantity. And I thought, I'll tell you what, from the videos that I've seen at 2:00 in the morning, that little timestamp at the bottom says it all. All right. So I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll have a stab at these because they come around extremely seldom. And you get the odd one thrown in mixes and whatnot. But I'm going to give these a go. Let's see what people can do with these.
Kindring.
So these should be in December. Go through. I've got quite a lot of toes. I bought more toes than this eye, Rick, this year already. So yeah, we'll have them this side of Christmas, and then we'll have to get me balls on the chopping block again and like get them through QT over winter period. So, but we're
These will
looking
be easy, mate.
Yeah, I may have done it
We'll
before.
be on board.
So yeah, we're heated and we're indoors, so it's a lot easier. So yeah, so be looking forward to when they come. So that was my first purchase in the Nisai harvest.
Right. So what are you saying, Rick? With yours?
Oh, these are not mine. Mine
Do
are
you
our
want to?
auction
Oh,
fish.
shit, man, that's massive.
We're going to auction 10 fish at the weekend, 5 each day.
Right, and we're going to show these for everybody to be. Oh,
And I don't know which day we're doing what.
Am I allowed to bid?
Of course you are. So is Matt. Matt's our chief bidder. When he sees the one he won last year, he might not be.
Yeah.
I might have to replace that one.
Right, so we've got these.
Got the eye on one already.
These are what's
not
going to be
seen them yet.
available for people
Oh, I
to
know
bid.
what's coming.
No, you don't.
Oh, I
This
do.
is the first one. Right, does it go that way? Crap, that way. Right, so that's the first one.
Okay. Very tidy
Right.
little archer.
Deutsch
Right.
Otschber.
Yeah. Nice pick. Oh,
Oh, Ginrin Shuruatsuri.
very nice. Go back one, guys.
Can't go back one, just saw it.
How big's that?
Only little. I don't know. Carl's measured them. The photos are somewhere.
Okay.
Don't know. It's a pup.
Yeah. Just to answer you quickly, Simon, where would I go? Where would I go to buy the best fish? I'd go to work, mate. Because all the best fish come to work. So I'd just go to work and buy them.
Koi water barn.
Go on. Right, so a Ginrin Shuruatsuri.
Mate,
Come
if
on,
I-
Matt,
if I
identify
had
it.
that, he'd be happy, wouldn't he?
Benikiko?
That is a superb Benny Kiko.
Right. Yeah, it does look good. Oh, bigger fish.
It is, isn't it? Bigger photo as well. Bit different. Not my cup of tea, but it looks good.
Now then, right. For
Come
argument's
on,
sake,
then.
what's that?
Come on then, let's have this out. What sort of fish is
What is it? Is this a Shisui or a Hana Shisui?
It's a Hana Shisui all day long. Kucha Benny, Hana Shisui, being fed on Dainichi food, which is why it's a
It's not
red.
Kuchi Bene. It's a button nose.
Kucha Benny. Got red nose.
Kuchi Bene means red lipstick, so it needs to be on the lid. On
That
the
is
lid.
red lipstick that's just a bit overly
Smudged.
done.
Yeah. But in Rick's defence, that's Zoe on a bad night.
Is that not blue there though, Rick?
Huh?
Is that not blue there and blue down the lateral line?
Yeah.
So it's just a Shisui then.
It's a Hana Shisui.
Why? Because it's got more.
Because the pattern's higher up on the body.
Right. So it should technically a Shisui should be below the lateral line then.
Yeah.
Did you listen to that, Matt?
But you said that like you was his teacher, and he
No,
was
no, because last week Matt was asking what makes that a Hana Shisui and this one not.
there like that.
We were talking about
Yeah.
last week, weren't we?
You did, we did, yeah. That's one reason why I was.
He's knackered. He's been up since 4, bless him.
And now then, so what's
Now
that one?
then.
So what's that one? Because it's above the lateral.
It's still a Hana Shisui. Why is it any different?
I'm just
Mate.
asking. Got more blue on it.
He's got a fucking
Well,
hell of
mate,
a
honestly, in
flat
the
head,
flesh,
mate.
that is a banger. 40 centimetre knee size.
Got
We'll be
hell of a
starting
flat head,
at probably
mate.
50 quid on the auction.
I look forward to seeing these in the flesh.
There's more yet. There's more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look forward to seeing these in the flesh. That's 40 cm. Carl Wrighton's in. Evening, Carl.
Bit of an Aragoki. Again, in the flesh, that looks
Jaku.
so much better.
So, what is the difference between a he and a Hannah then?
The He Shisui is completely red. The Hana's got red up, but still showing blue. And then a normal Shisui, it runs on the lateral lines.
This is that's what you asked
It's
last
still
week.
Yeah.
It still looks confusing me.
Imagine a red fish with like dark blue scales. That's a high Shisui. It's all high. Hi. If it's got any blue on the shoulder, this is the best one, mate. This is a belter. That is again 40. I think that's 40.
That Ginrin as well on the
Ginrin,
zip.
Deutz, Ocha, but it is nice. It might be all brown next year. I don't know.
Did you actually
Red
video
Jaku.
it?
That's
Did you
red, isn't
actually-
it? Fuck me.
Yeah, it is red. That's been on the manga.
That come out of the Nutrimare pond. All these fish have come out of different ponds.
From all the grown ones.
Food trial.
Ah,
I should have
that's
put
sweet.
that bit in, shouldn't I? I didn't put that bit in. But yeah. And just because it's Tancho, weird. Someone will love it. I think Dan chose that one. That was out the Nutrimare pond as well. Possibly.
Well, that's the last one, mate. But did you send any
Is
more?
it? Well, that's probably all of them then. I'm not sending them. That's a little wacky bunch, isn't it, for an auction?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Cole did the photos. He's done a good job. They do look darker.
We need to give Cal some photographing lessons.
He is using some pretty
Oh.
shitty camera.
No, it's the positioning of your fish. You want it straight.
I think that's the fish, not him.
That
They only
one's
give him
nice.
10 minutes
that's
to do
very
it.
nice.
To be fair, that is. If I was out at Ioki and he said, "Oh, that's 795 quid trade," I'd be all right. And we'll sell that for probably peanuts. place.
Sell it on a
No,
Sunday.
you shouldn't be. So that's what we got available at the weekend.
Well, these are the auction ones,
auction
mate.
fish for the weekend.
Cheap as.
Where's
Oh,
Matt? I thought you were going to do. I thought you were going to show us Matt.
Matt,
Come on, Rick.
honestly,
Even
Matt
Matt-
has gone a little bit Aragoki Chagoy. But I'm quite happy to have it back because it's female and full of eggs. So
Was that awful?
I'll take the cash instead, and Rick.
oh, you didn't pay in cash, so you can't have cash back.
Right. So we now we've got Simon says he's got 20k to invest. So you're 4 fish.
Let me give you a bit of advice. Don't put 20k into your first pond.
No,
Right.
that's what I was saying. That's the bit what I was
Because
meaning.
number one, you ain't got it, and number two, it's not worth doing.
You want to what do you want from it? Do you want to enjoy watching them grow? Do you want to get small ones and grow them on? Do you want to get big
Mate,
fish
move
that are
on,
already
Gav.
done?
Move him on. Fuck's sake. Speaking out his ass.
Well, yeah, but because you got a pond, because I'll take the 20k and you can invest with me, mate. I've got some belters.
He wants to go into breeding now.
Fair play, we'll go for it.
Best
You
thing
shouldn't
Simon,
stop someone. If they're keen to do something, get on with it.
best
go.
thing Simon can do is go to Japan with any one of us next
Not
year.
me.
choose and choose your own fish.
I'd spend the first £1,000 of your £20,000 visiting as many koi dealers as you possibly can.
That's good advice, and getting as much information as you can on how to get yourself set up properly, and then investing half that 20 grand into your pond.
But mate, Gaz, right at the start, he said that he only wants to buy UK koi. Now he's got 20 grand to buy the best, and now he wants to become a breeder. Come on, man. He's speaking in riddles and bullshit.
He's dreaming, mate. We've all
I mean,
dreamed.
anyone can dream, but don't say one thing and then make yourself look an idiot in the next, because
If you don't know, you don't know, do you? You got to visit places and learn. Crafty, when's your next open day?
Yeah, I was going to say, go see Crab.
But that's the thing, isn't it? You're open every day.
I'm not, don't remind me. Don't remind this wannabe dealer, mate.
I love
Yeah,
it.
you don't want to go
There. Wherever Simon is in the world, you should visit the closest one of us to him.
Mate,
there. Are the Achiba Colgate? No, they're not, mate.
It's not
You
that
have to be metallic.
belt in
And-
cocaine or chipper, mate.
You have, but none of those one was.
Not those ones.
No. It'd have to be Aragoki Koi. They would have to be metallic for them to be Kogen Achiba.
Did we mention the Junior Koi show last week? Or
Yeah.
did you mention?
Yes, we did. Not last week, the week before.
No, the results.
Oh, no, we didn't, no.
I want
You weren't here.
to. If I don't know if size on.
You
I
are
want to
the-
congratulate him, mate, because his fish were on bang on.
Oh,
point.
no, yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Oh, okay.
Because up north, Koi's,
Yeah, mate.
his Sankey were mint, wasn't it?
His Sankey and his Kahaku.
I
Yeah.
didn't see the Kaku, I apologise, mate, but I did
Yeah.
see the Sankey, and that was
Right,
absolutely...
size 5. I think Liam's put the show winners on, and I think you took an award, Rick, as well, didn't you, for the Shisui Best Deutsch?
It did, yeah, best
Well,
Deutsch.
Yeah,
2 years. We're going for the hat trick next year.
mate. That show this year, right, was well up on last year. The quality of the fish there for young fish, it was I'll tell you, I wouldn't have wanted to judge size 3. Size 3 was so difficult, man. It was such good quality fish.
That's how it should be. Size 3 and 4, that's where everyone can afford good fish, can't they, to a point?
And that's what I was saying last year. For me, everybody has got opportunity there. You know,
Yeah.
that show, everyone at any level can get in there. There's enough quality koi that gets sold now for anyone that wants to show to edge your bets there, because literally anything could take it if you've got it. You know, obviously with the right condition. But
you're talking about a size that is achievable. You can buy quite a cheap Nisa or whatever that blossoms and becomes, just for those few months, that
absolutely, mate.
absolute. And it could be won. To be fair, it's one of the shows that probably could be won by a non-go Sankey quite easily.
Absolutely, as well.
Decent Goshki, Shiratsuri, whatever could take grand champion.
A good Kajaku could take it as well. You know, technically hard, at the right size at 65 cm. Kajaku can look absolutely outstanding, can't they?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's
So-
quite an opener, really, isn't it, for that?
Yeah, so I want to say well done to Mike as well and the team there, because that I know I weren't
Is
training.
he
I
still
went
running?
on
Is he
Saturday.
still running everything and sorting it all out and getting it all up and the organising of it all, mate?
Well, he's going into business, so I think he may be stepping back. I don't know. He don't have to, just because he's in business. He don't have to step back. So he is going into business. So.
But this is a bold statement, and I think as Crafty said, you've had enough. But I think we can nip you in bud with this one. I've more subs than most of the koi channels, mate. You are an amoeba, nothing but a fucking amoeba. You've got 3.6k subscribers. That, in the grand scheme of things in YouTube, you're a speck in the ocean. So I don't mean to be harsh, but as you're claiming to have more than most of us,
Got
You've
more
had
than me.
the-
I only got about 6.
you've hardly got anything in the grand scheme of things.
Who cares about YouTube,
Exactly. It's just
Me, I've dyed my hair and everything as the logo.
mate? You look like fucking a Johnny Rotten misfit.
subscribers means nothing in the grand scheme of things. It's how many views you get on your content. That's the difference.
It's got a lot of views, mate. It's got over 3,500,000 on 114. You know, but that's for pigeons. Fair play to him. But it's not a competition, is it?
You rank 5.8 million on YouTube, mate. It's not nothing to boast about.
Sounds good to me.
No, there's 5.8 million people above him.
I know there's 6.6 billion below him. Are we going to go on to some more sensible business then?
Yeah. What's the topics?
Did I have a topic?
I think you did.
I did. I can't remember it. It'll come back to me.
So, what we're saying is the koi shows are finished. What's the BKKS's decision? Have we got this yet? See,
Well,
I'm not getting that.
it's gone, hasn't it? So,
yeah, it's gone, but what's the decision on where the money's gone? And what I
Don't know.
presume the show's carried on, surely.
It's out to vote. So the members
It's
are now.
back. It's done.
No, it's not. They haven't held the meeting yet. So
No, there you go, George. That's what I said, mate. When he came in, what's your topic? And he said, I forgot. He forgot, mate. Hopefully
Because
next week he'll have 3 topics to make up for it. And now he's muted himself and he doesn't know it. But we'll leave him until he realises.
I can hear. Yeah, I got one for you. Doctor.
Go on. Here we go.
First part of the question: why do you love the job that you're doing? And why
Are
carry
you
on
asking all the listeners?
No, you guys, because you've already got 3 different jobs. You work for an importer, a wholesaler, a dealer, Gaz.
Say again.
Yeah, you've all got basically 3 different jobs, haven't you? You got a
Yeah,
farm.
technically we have, yeah. I work for an importers.
Yeah,
Crafty
is a dealer.
is a dealer.
And
And
Rick
Rick is a breeder.
So why do you love your part of your job?
Well, for me,
Oh.
mate, I'll go first and it'll be quick and it'll be out of the way. For me, I get to see top quality fish come in from Japan. I get to learn from people I consider some of the best in the game. And I get to work alongside people to both directions, breeders and dealers.
Isn't it?
Why do you do it?
Not for the money.
It's not for the money.
No. I can take my son to work with me if he's not at school because he loves it. I can take my dogs to work with me. I can go out and see. I'm out in the wildlife and I do what I need to do. But it's amazing. I can't help it. I love it.
So you've never.
Would you? Who gets to do a job that's actually enjoyable to the point where I quite often leave before I need to and stay longer than I have to? Overtime, no, don't pay me. I'm all right.
And how
Come
many
in.
years?
There's not
How many years you've been working for Sean?
30 years? I know I've done a cold enough.
You've been saying 30 years for as long as I've known you. That's so it's got to be
I
at
know,
least
but
34, 33 now.
I think we started about 96. 95. I left school 94 maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it could be 1994.
So he can spend the day with Vince.
The mad thing is, right, as much as Vince does my head in, and I'll say that, it is great. When you've got people there that are excited, it makes you more excited and you do more stuff. Vince and Dave are coming, so I'll make sure we're going to drain a pond or go do this or do that. Or this weekend's event is because of Vince.
Yeah.
No way I'll be doing my nutting.
I mean,
Food for hundreds of people.
you know it.
Tanks, car parking. Just it's a pain in the ass. It's mental. But I want to make sure everyone that turns up has a good time. So I'm doing everything I can to make sure everyone has a good time. And that's a nightmare, isn't it? Got to make sure there's toilet roll. Because if they get a toilet, they need toilet roll. And there's food, because they might need food and drinks. And someone might be a vegetarian, and someone needs a chair, and someone might need to sit down, and someone wants to. We've got to put marquees up in case it rains. I treat.
Are we all
guests-
using the same toilet again?
No, which toilet are you talking about? The special toilets.
The wild toilets.
It is. It's just one of those things that I just want everyone that comes to have a great time, and that means from the minute they arrive, somewhere to park their car, which is a nightmare because we haven't got car parking for that many people.
There isn't many people that would have the same enthusiasm for their job 30 years on.
I must be a numbskull.
No, but I think it's because your job changes every single year. How's the lipstick? Zoe?
Why have I done my job for 30 years?
Let's have a look at your lipstick, Zoe. Zoe,
What was that? What was the answer?
Piece of piss, isn't it? Piece of piss.
Yeah. Valid statement. Yeah, it's an enjoyable job. If you're feeling a bit down and feeling a bit shit, go feed some fish, and everybody enjoys watching fish feed. If you're into koi, that is, and it can just absorb everything, and everything just disappears and fades away.
You can get back on if you like.
what about you
Well,
then, Crafty?
What about your craft?
It's a tough question, mate. Where I am now is not where I joined. And in 3 years, it's been a fucking hard trog, I ain't gonna lie. But with what was put on me to do what I've done, we've achieved excellence. So the most rewarding part is seeing development in staff for me. from a business level. But on top of that, like what Gaz said, the amount of knowledge that I've gained over them 3 years is absolutely epic. Now, when I first started at Perfect, I was like, it's going to take me 5-6 years before, I even get the knowledge that I thought I'd, the knowledge I've got now. I thought it probably would have took about 6 years. But when you're around fish all of the time and around a network of people that you can work with, i.e. Gaz, yourself, Rick, Ryan, for me, Alan Tate, Paul Cunningham, and lots of other hobbyists, when these people come in, it's a bloody hard industry to break through, because people see you as a newbie, and like anything in livestock, especially in the koi world, there's people out there with better knowledge than you, but you soon take over that knowledge, actually, without being a big head, because you're around fish from so many different breeders all day, every day. You start to really see differences, and that knowledge comes. So learning is one of the best things, but for me, it's to put Perfect Aquatics where it is now, which is banging, actually. It's a tough old business, all of the people out there don't see the
Can I, Bill?
don't see the blood, sweat and tears that goes into making sure that fish are sellable. Whether it's like doing what Ryan's doing now, where people think that he's out there having a good time. He is enjoying himself, because like all of us, we all love our fish, right? So it is, in that aspect, it's great. But actually, buying the right fish for the right money at the right time is
there's a lot of rides on it, mate, isn't there?
stressful as they come.
Yeah.
You've got limited space, you've got competition in the UK, because all dealers want a business, and all dealers want their best name, and it's really difficult for everyone to have that. So the stress of getting fish bought in, sold at the right price, etc., on top of all of the issues that we're seeing in the UK market at the moment, where there's not a lot of money knocking around for a lot of people, it makes it even harder. Some of the stuff that we have to do to make this hobby more obtainable to more and more people, or on a constant giving you guys fish. And the thing is, if you don't buy them, it don't make the space, so therefore we can't replace them. So you've got to have a good selling year in order to get enough budget to do it all over again, and it's a vicious circle.
Should be like a garage, mate, where you send your fish to another dealership.
Oh, mate, that's because that's what they do, right? Rotate stock that way.
New stock.
Yeah. But honest to God, it is so hard, right? I'll give you it in context. And Matt will know now, right? So if I've got 40 ponds I need to fill, all right, you've got to look at what breeders, you don't know what breeders are available this year. 3 of the breeders I like to go to were closed, right, for one reason or another. So straight away, that limited down to what we had. And if you're seeing what's happening out in Japan now, more and more tozai are becoming available now than ever. So what's it going to be like in February, right? Is there going to be the right fish about? Don't know. It's very difficult to put your finger on the pulse. So what do? Do you buy tozai now through fear of nothing being available in February? Who knows?
If everyone did that, there'd be nothing in February, because everyone would have brought them now.
But you don't know, though, Rick. You don't know what they've got in ponds ready to come out, do you? Because they're like everybody, aren't they? This is all we've got. But when we went in February, Shinoda had no tozai. And there was scraps left other places that you had to walk away from because they weren't the right quality, weren't the right price point. So then what happens is a lot of UK dealers going over at that time, we all end up having picks from the same dealers with a hope that that pond hasn't been picked yet. Well, it probably has 10 times. You don't know.
That's why I find it absolutely mental at the minute that people have these like crazy sales where they're getting rid of stock. I know a lot of smaller dealerships kind of shut down for the winter. They try and sell everything so they don't have to look after them.
Yep.
But surely, if stock's that hard to come by, potentially overwinter them. Keep the good stuff that's going to still be good. Don't sell it off cheap. I don't know, because you just kind of shoot yourself in the foot saying
You absolutely do.
it's 795, but now it's 395.
Yep.
I don't know.
But at the same time, mate, if you've only got limited space, Rick,
Yeah, you've got to weigh up whether it's running a pond for 6 months through the winter. Yeah, I get it. I get why it happens, but
it's
it
hard.
sets some weird precedents for you've got some weird stuff kind of going on here. Got one dealer selling fish cheap because at the end of the season, the next dealer buying in fish because it's the best time to be buying in new stock.
I mean, let's face it, mate, when them waters cool down, the transformation in some of the fish, it actually brings out some of the fish looking absolutely mint. Right? Why do you want to sell them off cheap? You know, because actually they've just increased in value on a basis that they look absolutely insanely good. But then you've got them that don't. They're the ones that you want to ship off as pond fillers, you know, to those people that aren't like most of us are here, which are
rejects.
deep into. Yeah, the rejects, mate. The ones that are rejects, the ones that ain't going to do what you expect them to do, right? You know, I've got two Nisai that have ended up with twisty heads. You know, they didn't come to me like that and just grown into it. So,
or were it the case of it was so when they were so much smaller, it was so much less noticeable. But now
it's a smaller alignment. The
exactly.
eyebrow, mate, as it's
Which-
grown. It's
which grown as fish has become more pronounceable. Is that the right word? No, I think so.
Jonathan's comment.
But also, I said the reject word just a minute ago.
Yeah,
It may not be. It may be that I want to move on a fish because it's going to do better in somebody's pond than what it's going to do overwintering here. It's not necessarily just reject, is it?
No, I mean,
There's a certain time when some
if
fish
we're
will do that.
if we're going to go, if we're going to give him the airtime, you're wasting your time because he can no longer comment. He's been moved on. It was the one that did it for me was my pigeon sheds or pigeon lofts, as they're referred to in the pigeon fancy.
Are bigger than your garden.
Bigger than my garden, mate. You've got 12 by 6 pigeon lofts. It's not a fucking mansion you're living in. But,
And it's full of fucking pigeon shit, isn't it?
And if you were into something like that and you had loads of money,
Go away.
wouldn't you have racing horses?
Kel's got something she wants to ask you, but she's scared.
I prefer the samurai burger than the Big Mac.
Come on.
No.
Go on, Kel.
I'll ask him for you.
No.
Rick, Kel said, what the fuck has Rick done to his hair?
I did it for you.
He's a liar, Rick. No, you're an asshole, you are. Did not. It looks very nice. I said, has Rick dyed his hair?
You know he didn't. No, he didn't. No, come on,
Pointed.
Kel. It looks. Don't try to soften it down a little.
It looks very Halloweeny.
Yes, he does. I
What
would
did he for?
agree. That's what he did it for.
Yeah, see?
It's not
Mass
Halloween,
murderer.
You would look very different with dark hair. Though.
You
You
got
really
a hair
would.
like this?
Yeah, I'm used to him being blonde. That's why I thought if he got a cap on, take off the glasses on.
I timed you out. I timed you out, Simon, because you're disrespectful, mate. Don't be disrespectful. I said, as you did, no disrespect, but 3.6k subscribers isn't a lot, and it isn't a lot. Not when the people have got millions and millions and millions of subscribers, and people in the koi game, some of them have got 1 million plus subscribers. So when you're trying to say that you're better than us because you've got a YouTube channel that you've not put content out on in 5 years, don't really Screamer's being fairly polite. And then you come out with a comment like, my pigeon lofts are bigger than your garden. My garden's 47 foot long, mate, and your pigeon lofts are no more than 12 foot by 6 foot. So come on, let's not be a dickhead.
Like 2 sheds, isn't it?
We've done
Yeah.
so well for so
True,
long
sure.
about nastiness, haven't we?
Do you know what, mate? Right? There's been many a time where I've been tested on this, and there has been many a time where I could have said a hell of a lot worse than what I ever have done. But to turn around and make a valid statement saying that I, you, and most of the people within YouTube are just singly amoebas in the grand scheme of things, that's truthful.
You calling us amoebas?
Yes, we are, mate. When you're talking about someone like, Mr. Beast as a YouTuber that loses more YouTubers in a day than what I gain in a year, that's the relevance difference of whether or not they're good YouTubers, big channels or whatever. But if you're wanting some advice and you're wanting to know where to get fish from, then when we turn around and say, as 4 of us all work in some form of actual dealership or company or breeder or dealers like Matt and Crafty are, then we can go through and tell you and help you, and we're here to help. But when you constantly ask the same question and we ask you questions back off that by what is it that you're after, what do you want, you don't even keep koi yet, you haven't even got a pond dug, then you don't need to be worrying about where you buy the best fish from until you've got somewhere to put the best fish. Are you wanting the best fish, or are you just not wanting to get ripped off? It's all relevant questions of what we're asking back from you. But you come back with the same statement. Why am I hearing Sakai as being the best? We told you, because they breed the 3 main characters of koi, and those are the best, as most people prefer those to any other types.
And breathe.
Breathe.
But your next one won't just be a timeout. It'll be a goodbye.
Well, no, but if we know, just wherever he is in the country, visit a dealership.
Yeah, visit dealerships, mate. Visit some of the koi dealers that are out there. Visit some of the UK breeders and find out from them what they're. Because why am I giving him airtime? I'm giving him airtime because I give everybody airtime. I do this for shits and giggles and for fun. And there's no I like better than is arguing with someone. So it ain't going to be a fucking win-win.
Yorkshireman, isn't he? He'll argue to his blue in the face.
But I'm not trying to be argumentative. I'm trying to help. If he wants help, we can give the help. Like you've said there, go visit somewhere. But I do sometimes to gain an answer, you need to get the relevant information. So if you want to know where to get the best fish from, Dainichi, there you go. Right? Take your 20 gram, buy 1 fish, and then you'll have got what you've asked for. Put it in a goldfish bowl, leave it on kitchen sink, and enjoy it. Because you can buy one big enough to fit in a goldfish bowl for 20 grand from Dainichi. There you go. That's giving you the best answer. It's not as cut as short as that. That's the thing about koi. It's not that simple. Anyway.
You've answered that nicely, guys.
It's right though. It's not though, is it? It's not.
It is.
The first thing you ask your customers when they come through.
No, guys, it's that simple, mate. You've answered this question. Go Dainichi with your 20 grand.
Yeah. Go Dainichi, 20 grand, you buy 1 fish. Job's a good one. You'll be happy. But you might want to get a breeding pair if you're going to breed them and produce better than everybody else.
Simple. That works, mate.
Because it's as easy as that, isn't it? It literally is just as easy as that. Visit me with 20k, says Eric Gorman.
We're going to look at the favourite breeders of all the people. So this rolls in beautifully.
It's not a favourite breeders.
Koi appreciation.
Now we know where it comes from, Gaz. That's bloody Rick telling Tony favourite breeders. Nothing to do with a favourite breeder.
Favourite fish from the favourite breeder?
No, favourite fish and the breeder.
No, favourite fish from your favourite breeder. Did you not read that? Did you not? Hang about. Look. I'll show you.
Has anybody had
Point
any
is,
winners on the
Simon
Monopoly
could get all
from
of his
McDonald's?
answers right now because everyone's going to give the same answer.
That was a serious question.
What was that?
Has anyone actually had any winners on this year's Monopoly from McDonald's?
No, not one.
No, I haven't
Mate,
had
I
one. Not one.
I keep buying them, and I ain't won shit. I think I've won a small bag of chips.
Right.
I've never been to McDonald's, so I don't know.
I'd rather. He says he'd rather buy from the UK. Then my advice would be to go see Rick at New Forest Coy, as I've been to the others. And for me personally, as I've been there and I've worked alongside Rick, I would choose Rick over the other two.
I wouldn't go that far. If you live near a
No, that's my opinion. I'm not saying that you're better than them at that, but in my opinion, if I wanted to go, I've been made feel welcome. I've always been able to get nice, good quality fish and at the right, reasonable, affordable prices, Rick. So
and all the staff
I
are
would choose
transvestite.
New Forest Coy. That's my opinion.
Just checking.
What you say then? All the staff for what?
Oh, clever.
Transvestite, didn't we?
Guys, you're an horrible cunt. You just go over us.
No, I didn't. He's a breeder. You don't breed him.
Yeah,
You're horrible,
Graf.
mate. You just said Rick was better than me and Matt.
No, I didn't. That's not what
You did, guys. Well, I had it too.
Yes.
Said
Yeah.
that, didn't he?
I'm sorry. I'll rephrase that. If we're going to go to a breeder, I would go to Rick's. As I've been to the others, and in my opinion, I was made to feel more welcome at Rick's than I were at the others. Not to say that there's anything wrong with the others, because they both had very good fish, very good prices.
How much treading on a fence can you do?
I can do some real good treading on fence, mate. Walking a thin line, huh?
That's you
No,
digging.
it's not. It's not. It's not.
Anyway, to
No.
answer the question, the whole appreciation is about your favourite koi from your favourite breeder.
Yes, it
And we
says
will
here.
get an understanding from this who's the best breeder on the planet.
On this week's Thursday Night Live, the Appreciation Hour will be looking at all your favourite koi from your favourite breeder.
Breeder.
Matt's looking well confused. He's like, I didn't get that memo.
Yeah, well, I went through all my fish and I couldn't find one. I found my favourite fish, but it wasn't my favourite breeder. So I couldn't
Oh, don't see. He said that at the beginning. So what you right? So for those who didn't have the favourite fish from the favourite breeder,
You have a favourite
You
fish
could have
and
entered
your
two.
favourite breeder. And why is your favourite breeder not doing the favourite fish?
yeah,
because I can't afford it because I haven't got 20 grand.
Dainichi is not your breeder of choice.
No, it's not.
No.
Lee, you're horrible.
yeah, you horrible, you like there for you, Lee. There.
This leads nicely into the first Amanda Smith fish. Surely, come on, let's go.
Rob, they've just said the same thing, and I understand that there's a slight technical flaw, and to get around that technical flaw, you could have entered more than one.
But it can't be a favourite fish, though, can it?
That's what I
You
said. Why?
You got
Could you?
me.
'Cause you
You've got
can't.
to- the instructions
What
got to be
happens,
clear.
what happens if you've got more than one pond? So you could have a favourite fish in that pond and a favourite fish in that pond. Like you, I would have favourite fish in different vats.
Yeah, see, guys, if you want to get up to 3,500 subscribers,
Do you know,
you're
honestly, the reason why I tried to keep it as simple as I could is because I ain't got that much time in day to type out a fucking message that nobody bothers to read in the first place.
That's true.
I always shut it down because you start talking on Facebook and I shut it down.
So we're looking at some fish then from his favourite breeders. My God. Here we go.
Favourite breeders or dealers?
Breeders.
Oh,
That's where some people have made the mistake by adding dealers.
no. Yeah.
disqualify them
No, because he actually put the breeder too.
because that's definitely going to be Colin saying Crafty.
It was, but it does have the breeder. But I'm pretty sure that I don't think this one is actually Colin's favourite fish.
Let's do
So
it.
we need to see it, guys.
No, there's nothing wrong with the fish. I'm not meaning it in that sense. I just
We
Colin's
can
got a lot of
appreciate
nice
the fish
fish.
we can't see.
I'm doing it, Rick. Right. So first one, let's make sure we get all comments. And then we've got Michael Thompson's, which is his first, which is a Momotaro 48, bought in 2024, blind grown show, was 18 cm.
That's
Blind
good.
grown show.
Was that from mine?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When he says
Oh,
blind,
that's
does it mean
good,
he
isn't it?
chose someone else to choose it for him?
Who was that? Michael Thompson. He would have picked it himself, wouldn't he?
Not if it's blind.
If that's from the same batch, mate, it's a good batch of fish, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it was a very good batch of fish, mate.
Got lucky there, didn't you?
Pretty much. They had to
Get
wait
some for
a
yourself.
year for them.
You shouldn't have sold them all off cheap.
I'm going to be getting mine out. I'm hoping mine's about 40 cm.
Truth is, though, mate, they wouldn't have looked good in my ponds over all that time. You know what I mean?
Well, you had about 200 of them.
230, yeah.
Well, they wouldn't look, would they?
David Thompson. So that was Michael Thompson's. I don't know if are David and Michael brothers, do you reckon? Or just coincidence? There's
Coincidence.
same last name. Michael Thompson's Ginrin Shower. And sorry, I should have pulled the details up. What's that?
Isn't it? It's a nice Gimrin shower.
40 cm ish, I think. Might look at that.
15 cm, Gus, that.
Oh, apparently they are brothers.
Or family rivalry.
Oh, it could be. Right. Marahiro, Coda Ginrin Showa, 45 cm.
Was that his favourite breeder, and where the fish is from?
Yes.
Nice. Someone's listened to the rules.
Amanda Smith, Kibikoi Farm,
Gosh,
Oh,
good
we've got-
thank
Goshki Sanke, another one taking the get lost. Lee. I thought that was going to be a Goshki Sanke. I swear to God, man. If that were a Goshki Sanke that come up on my phone, then I was going to tell you where to go. So that's the Goshki Sanke. And do we have a video? What we do? Yes, we do. That's considerably better than my Goshki Sanke.
Be interesting where that goes.
Hmm.
It's definitely in development.
Here he is.
Yeah, come on, Tony, get in there. He's got fish from all of it. He's got fish from every dealer in the UK, mate. We
Yeah.
can all be.
And then we've got Dave Thompson's with a still picture of his particular fish as well.
It's not,
Fucking
it's got a
massive
massive
on it,
tail.
isn't it?
Honestly thought that this would have had a lot of entries to it, to be fair. Did I miss some off Amanda's? That's got to be the same one. Posted twice, yeah. Just to keep me on my toes. Yeah. The Kawa Showa 50 cm. No, that's not. That isn't that fish.
It's a shot.
Yeah, that picture's messed up because that doesn't look like that. So imagine it. Look, he's stretched it a bit, hasn't
Yes, needs flipping.
it? He's flipping and then making a little bit more.
Why is it, Gaz? Why has it done that? Well, how do we stop people doing that?
It's just how it's just the format in which it will which it was uploaded in. That's all. Right. Now, then, how do you pronounce that? Yoshin. Yoshine. Collins. From Perfect Aquatics.
Dainichi,
Ooh.
that is.
That's
No.
not Dainichi.
Where's that from?
Yoshino.
That
Is
is.
that how it's pronounced? Yoshino.
Gino, mate, yeah.
But I don't know. And
I actually bought that for myself and then he robbed it off me.
that's it. That honestly, Colin, is that your favourite? Is that your favourite fishing pond, mate? I'm not saying it shouldn't be. I'm just.
Yeah, but it must be. It must have progressed now. What's it look like? We've got a new up-to-date one.
No.
In Turkey, mate.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is in Turkey.
And it's
Yeah,
Sankey from Dainichi.
Yeah.
Should be, isn't it?
Sumi's amazing on that.
Yeah.
Banging in it, that.
I forgot to send mine in, Lee says. Oh, it's just come through, mate. So you're good.
What are you picking up on that then, Rick?
Me, I don't like the white window on the back.
Oh, what's it? I do. I like that.
This bit here.
Yeah. It's not. It's just one of those things, isn't it? The Sumi's so bold, it's covered where the white window should come through. But the quality, the skin quality and color quality is amazing. Just the I don't like the pattern. It's a bit like my hair.
Is that what it was modelled on?
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing. It's one of those fish. There's everything about it is bob on, but there's just something about it. The pattern for me doesn't work, which is a shame because it's a good fish.
I tell you what I'll do for you, Simon. Contact me on tomorrow at work, and I will give you as much advice and as much information as I possibly can. How's that for you? Then you can have your own personal one-to-one.
Go for it.
And if there isn't anything that I know that I can't help you with, I will make sure I find out for those that can and provide you with all the relevant information you require. How's that? But then you'll be talking to me on a work capacity. And that'll be expensive.
Want a premium rate phone number?
Want to see my bra?
Right, so we've got that was called. They were both Collins. Roberts. Oh, this is mint. Matsue 53 cm. This is stunning, man.
Oh, quality.
That's a nice fish, that Rob.
It's quite.
That's
textbook, isn't
Simon's.
it?
No, that's. I've got a sneaky suspicion, mate. That's from your grown show.
No, it's a
That's another
Matsue.
Mamotera one.
It's a Matsue. You can tell by the eyes, mate. That's a Matsue. They're fucking on stalks.
Me.
Look at the
The
eyes.
eyeballs.
Yeah, the eyeballs. Yeah, that's one of the traits for Matsue.
That's a nice fish, that man. Oh, copyright.
It's on telly.
There's nothing, but there's nothing that fish is mint, isn't it?
Yeah, that's stunning.
That needs to be shown like that.
It needs a bigger
What size
bowl.
is it? What size was that, Gus?
53, I think. Yeah, 53 cm Nisai. It's a good sized fish as well for a Nisai. A banger. David Jones. And this is Kahaku Sansai, and it's from Matsui as well. We're saying male there with that.
It's not a Matsue looking head pattern either, though, is it?
Not really.
But anyway, that's irrelevant. It's a nice fish, isn't it? But
It is a nice fish.
if you go from that compared to the last one, if you're a koi aficionado, it's not quite in the same level, is it? But it's still good.
Nice.
Like little things, isn't it? The red eye, or its left eye, it doesn't help. And the
Covers
penny
it.
in the pec fin on the right side, and
Benny in the both pecs, but again, though, if that comes down from the gill plate and into the pectoral in one piece, it's less of a markdown, isn't it?
it's not so much a markdown, is it? It's just it's less elegant. It doesn't look as good.
And that's David Jones 59C on that one. New Forest Koi, 82 cm female, parent Shuru Suri from my favourite breeder.
Omasaka.
I hit them all, didn't I? Favourite breeder, favourite fish.
And a parent fish.
And a parent fish, yeah.
Have you got any Shiro for sale this weekend, Rick?
Hundreds, mate. Hundreds.
Have
Buy
you?
one, get one free.
Have you?
Yeah, I've got loads. There's loads of them. Yeah.
No, you don't,
From
Paul.
that fish. From that fish.
From that fish.
From that fish, yeah. There you go. Don't get better than that. I didn't plan that, but
Yeah, that's
actually,
lovely.
from that fish, I've got loads of shit.
How old she? 12?
Six.
Hope you're having a nice holiday.
It was 80 centimetre sounds eye. It was a monster.
Beautiful. Beautiful pattern.
Yeah, nice deep sumi on it. Fresh water has been way much better.
I'll behave. We haven't got any fresh water in the farm.
How can you say that when you've got an endless supply of it?
Yeah, but it's never clear or it's never ready, is it?
And then we've got New Forest Ginry and Shuru from
That's one of his babies, isn't it?
my favourite parent. And that's the one that's in the other one as well.
That's,
I know.
that's in the
making
that's
sure
in
we've got
the
to cover all basis, advertising.
that's
Yeah,
in
and
the
that's got nice memoir on the head, hasn't it?
mate.
Is it? Nice
Don't,
head pattern.
don't talk that fish up. It's a bag of shit.
Okay.
I know, but that's only a little one. There's a big one somewhere.
David Thompson, Seto
I
Kajaku.
don't know, Rick. Mate, you made me feel guilty then because I was just saying don't because it's in the auction.
That's new, isn't it? That's your new one. That's quite a new purchase, this. Well, recent, should I say.
Got to love a Kajaku in you.
Yeah, I love Kajaku, Rick. There's not a lot of people. They're so hard to sell as well, isn't it?
I think
I
that'd
don't
be
understand
easy.
why though, mate, because I think they're a really nice variety. But
I think it's because they're so messy when they're young, mate.
yeah, they've
That's
got to
nice.
grow into the skin.
That's nice. Whose fish is that? That's a banger.
That one is David Thompson's again.
Yeah, what a surprise.
Darren Purdy's New Forest Koi bargain shower. Just hoping the summer will come to the surface over time.
I think you got that about the 10 quid bucket.
Short body.
That's just a short bowl.
I was only joking because it's small.
He's painting the sumi on for us.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to come here and here and here.
Lee Oliver has been tarnished by Ryan's influence.
Yeah, by going off of Shuru into Becco's. And the next one is Regan Malthouses, which is a Tancho grown from New Forest Koi.
Really?
There you go.
That's a bit of a unique beast, isn't it?
It certainly is. Fast bugger as
That's
well. How quick it
metallic-
turns round. What's
pins
this?
as well, isn't
What's
it?
this? Wow, it can spin round right quick.
Go on then, Crafty. Is that a Benny Kimomri or Benny Kiko?
Well, it's metallic. So it's a Benny.
No,
Benny
Simon,
pins.
Simon, you don't have to stay quiet, mate. But we can't just talk to one person all night, can we? It's a show for all, and there are at the time there's been 157 people watching, so we've got to cater for all. Now this is what was the gentleman's name again? Because it comes up now with his.
Eric Gorman's, isn't it?
That's it, Eric. This is Eric's. Oh, look at that fish, man. That is mint.
I love Eric. He's a fucking quality bloke.
Now,
Kinshall.
this is his favourite fish from his favourite breeder, and I didn't see who that was. We'll have a look at the fish first, and then we'll go back to the details.
Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it?
Bit of nice bling on that.
Yeah.
Nice, but that Sumi needs to finish, doesn't it?
It does. Well, looking at it, hopefully that'll still come, won't it?
Do you reckon marry up front nose through head? Right for that Benny first down.
Fuck knows, mate.
And maybe after Sumi and one fin and jump to the other and balance it up.
Is it a Sankey or a shower spawn? No?
Ah, shower. What is a Sankey spawn?
Yeah.
The shower man.
Well, parent settlement.
From Hiroi.
Right.
Is that the same one? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's got two of them.
Yeah, that's that good. He's got the pair.
It's got two identical twins.
Dainichi Toyota from Wakefield Koi. We don't want to know where it was from. We wanted to know if it was your
East.
favourite.
Favorite dealer, favorite breeder, and favorite fish. That time I can't even speak.
Dainichi Toyota.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice. It's just
Benny's
that,
falling off.
Benny, that loose bit of Benny across the back there is just.
Yeah, well, let's see where that goes. Sumi. It's a nice pattern. It's my type of shower. But
They look proper old school there, and it'd be really
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah, heavy Sumi pattern on it. But it's got a nice, good complementary windows Saroja through it, hasn't it, as well? And if that bit does drop off, the Sumi might come up and lift through that anyway.
who knows? Who knows what'll happen?
Quite nice, though, Matt. It's one of those fish that look nice.
Daniel Adams, favourite breeder of Ginrin Karashigoi. Dainichi Yellow Monkey, now 50 cm at 12 months old.
Why has he got so many?
He had them all.
Why? Because he's a dealer. That's a good
They
one,
have
eh?
got that shoulder set's pretty mad, isn't it?
Just
They
a little
are.
bit of info for you. Two of those are Shuramujis. That one's not a yellow monkey.
Yeah, but the body structure is pretty immense. Isn't it?
Mint, aren't they? 100%.
They are though, mate, aren't they? The structure on them is just insane.
The bodies are just hen sharp. It's the only time you see a toe side with shoulders. Isn't it? They do that, they're stacked as shit straight away. Day one.
That's the right range of colour, though, isn't it? You got Chagoi, Krashigoi. I don't know what the white was. White
Yeah.
monkey.
Ginrin Shuramuji, isn't it? But it's a white monkey.
There is something mad about it. They're so big. The pecs look too small because the body's so big.
Yeah. Hang about.
Hang about, I know them. Let's see him grown on a bit then.
Thinking that for a second when I saw that fish turn that car on.
Where's the next video?
There we go. Nice one. He's posted it. This is a belter. All from the same spawning, Daniel says. Oh, yeah, no, they are, mate. But they class them as a white monkey, the yellow monkey, the chocolate monkey, and the red monkey, don't they?
An orange.
An orange monkey.
That's what you've got, Crafty, innit?
Yes, mate. Yeah.
That's put some chunk on as well.
That's fucking lovely, isn't it?
This is a question, mate, because I don't remember seeing that before. Has it had a little knock on head?
No, it had it had a bit of an issue on the tail, but
I was wondering if that were a little
done an absolutely fabulous job fixing her to a point where if you didn't know where it was, you would struggle to see it. I'd like to see a little bit of a white
over a Kajaku though. That's almost like a Congain Ochiburn against.
That is a good question, though. I think I appreciate this more because the variety is harder to get hold of, and seeing one as good as that, you know,
it's really different, though, isn't it? That's not a common fish, is it? Well, it will be shortly.
Well, it still won't be though, will it? Because there's only, you know, what's been offered. There's not a lot available.
Yeah,
so.
But there's going to be more than what there was. That's what I'm meaning. But
it's nice to be.
I've never ever seen one before until I saw this particular one.
I had one this year that I think I sold it for 95 quid. I really should have pulled it to the side because that was quality fish as well. But just let it go, you know. But I don't know, it's a good question though, Rick. I don't know. I'd like a pair. I'd like a Kajaku and one of them together. I think they really complement each other so well. The two colours.
And Jason Perry's Easter Showers, middle one. The middle one's your favourite one. Oh, no. Now, which one? That middle one. I'd agree.
They're going to move again.
Who's these from?
These are Easter Showers.
No. Who's the?
Oh, sorry. These are Jason Perry's Easter Showers, middle one. Oh, size put it in. Look at that. That's mint.
That's cheating.
Well, we can't vote for that. It's just one of bloody prize, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but that's mint, isn't it? Regardless. Come on, Si. Let's put it up, mate. There we go. What a banger.
Yeah.
Quality that, mate.
Again,
it's not finished yet either.
It's hard. Yeah, but it's hard. There's what.
See, this should give Simon a bit of relative information that he's been searching for you. He's been asking who does he go for the best fish, and we've just shown lots of really nice fish from lots of really nice breeders. It all depends just what you're really wanting. Because look at that, that's from Tamara, and that's one hell of a Sanka. That's mint.
Yeah, his fish are fantastic though, aren't they? Tamara.
Exactly, but that's what I mean.
They're a lot cheaper than Sakai.
It's not the cheapest. But
No,
it's
they're
by far
a
not
lot cheaper. They're a lot cheaper.
But a lot cheaper than Sakai.
Freaking head on that thing, that's like a shovel.
Mate, I can't wait for the sumi to finish on that fish. When I've seen it.
In this side, isn't it?
I don't know what the age is. The age to me was irrelevant, mate. When I
thought it was an Issa. I might be wrong.
I was when I seen him in the bowl, so I walked round and I went back. I had to keep going back to that fish because I actually didn't realise it was size fat, and I was like, wow. And I love my Sankey, so
just Sansai. That's mint, that fish, mate. I like that a lot. Now then, this one is Brian Allen's, my favourite second hand, about 70 cm. That's a nice guy. That's a nice guy.
Nice Shiroji.
Yeah, nice little button nose.
Yeah.
As Rick would call Coochie Benny.
You tell my missus where she puts her lipstick.
I'm not saying.
No,
No.
Mate,
No.
I'm not
I
asking.
heard that she does some form of martial arts, mate. I'm not saying anything to a lady that might upset her. Another
Nice,
banger. Now we should have one or two more. We should now. There we go.
Why do all the big guns come out at the end?
Because
It's like sneaking out.
wow,
Otsuka.
that's two very nice Kiyotsuras, that man.
They're almost going into here. Are they just being shipped? Do we know about them? Because the sumi on them, it looks too good for a Kiyotsuri.
They certainly haven't been affected by being put in that blue ball, have they?
No, I know. But what I'm saying is
Where's these from?
Let's see. Oh crap! That one. Hang about. I have these coming soon. One in Narita auction. Well, we'll go back to them ones. Who's them one from? And he did post his Goshki Sankey. And the Goshki Sankey, just in case you want to see it again. Yeah, that is nice.
It's a nice fish there.
That is banging. Two more for you.
me,
again.
man.
See if you can get it as big as my one, Lee.
That's what. Do you know? That's what made me want one, mate. That one of yours. I'm not. You know, I'm not upset that it's what's happened to it. It's happened to it. It's what it is. But if that still gets that kind of body profile and size to it, I'll still be happy with it as it is, as long as the rest of the Benny drops off completely. Because now it looks a bit stupid with just a little patch in the middle. So we've got that one, and then we've got that's my NND Sankey.
That's beautiful.
That's nice as well, man.
Fins are a bit off, but that might be the water.
That could be his photoing skills.
Probably the water looking at
Yeah.
the face.
Just
Yeah.
giving that because it's kind of got the same ripple throughout.
If you look at the eye, guys, you can see it's distorted the head as well.
That is nice. NND Sankey and his now these are the two he's got coming from Narita.
So who's his favourite breeder? And
Narita.
which is his favourite fish?
Right, hang on back.
Every week. Come on.
To the panel in the chat, it may be me being stupid. You're right, it is. But the live stream should interact with the viewers. Right now, we are interacting with the viewers that have submitted their fish for us to appreciate and look at. That's what you should be doing right now.
Mate,
You're not happy.
he's new to cook, mate. He's popped up in the chat before, right, some time ago, and he's pissed off. He's obviously come back now because he's bored.
Yeah, let's
Right.
just like this time. I was polite with you before, mate. Now fuck off.
I'm not sure, but I think he's had more interaction than Matt.
I think he's had more interaction than anybody. but yet still fucking morning, man. Done with the shit. Ta.
Matt's got to drive in 400 pheasants down the stream bed, get over the hills before it's light, take his dog to the vets to be stitched up, sell some fish. Mate.
My favourite breeder.
That looks like some off the 50s, doesn't it?
Tony, you're a knob. He said needs to be turned up full loud so I can get a copyright strike. Cheers, mate. Yeah, that'd be right good being a YouTuber and all.
That's my favourite lap.
My God. There we go. This is Ginrin Chocolate Chag, 58 cm from New Forest Koi to go with the previous bid.
Was that a Dainichi parent?
Which we can't play because it's got music playing in background, Tony.
No, it's not a Dainichi parent.
I was only
I mean, I haven't got
Yeah,
Dainichi
that-
Chagoi
That
parents.
is
man.
a damn nice Chagoi, Rick.
Thank you, but it's not Dainichi.
All right, I was only asking, mate.
It's fucking,
I don't
it's
know.
a fucking good
I don't know, do
Chagoi. Regardless,
All right.
it's what you've produced. That's a mint fish, mate.
I can tell you've had a few beers, mate, aren't we? What
It's
I
not
mean,
hard.
Cinnamon chocolate tag, 58 New Forest Drive. Yeah, that's nice, Tony.
what's that on? You on the rum?
Of course.
Of course. It's done all right. I think you paid about £1 for that.
No way.
Yeah, it was one of the fries. I
Has he
think it
bought
literally
that
was a
little
fry.
fiddler?
Yeah.
Well done, Tony.
Don't even fit in the bowl anymore, Tony. You need a bigger bowl.
I've got some 1 metre bowls for sale, Tony, if you want them, mate.
Cashy Twisted.
110
I
quid.
got that just posted a late entry on Twisted New Forest Koi Group. I know it's the wrong place. All right, I'll have a look in there. Please don't bring that
Not
one up.
posted there.
You can. It's all good. So that one down there. Oh, Francesca's post one in as well. Is that one there? Late entry from Paul Cashin. Oh, man, that's nice
Cash
as well.
Shiro. We saw that one's mum earlier.
You cracking
More
the shit.
interaction. I got it, man. Some people, some people make me smile when they enter and they join us for the evening, others when they leave. And then we've got Seska's with a red brolly. Yes.
It's better than no brolly.
It's got the red pinky shade. Well done, Seska. Thank you very much for adding that one in. My late entry from Rick.
Thank you, Seska.
Again, another nice sorry, mate. You do some. I've got to admit, mate, you do some bangers of them.
How did the DK ones turn out this year, Rick?
I don't know. I'm selling them off for £10 each next week.
Oh, yeah.
There's a whole lot. I'm trying to make sure I've got a vat of all
Oh, that's
Oxos,
nice.
Hitsuri, your Asagi,
Saroj is good on that.
DK, Shiros.
I'm sure that we had an agreement that if I sold you that fish for the price I did, that I'd get dibs on the first batch.
100%, mate, because it was one of the auction fish.
Yeah.
And I still
Well, there
want
we
one
go,
of Matt.
ladies and gents.
There's another one on your on that one. Refresh it.
Oh, come
think there's-
on.
I think there was a few actually. Because Colin posted another one.
Did he?
Imagine having to interact with people that are watching, man.
This show would never go anywhere.
Oh, it did as well. Daniel Adams, Tamara Sankey, Sansai, 63 cm. Oh, God
That's
damn,
fucking
that's as
mental,
well.
isn't it?
Shit. Little J on the head.
That's nice. That.
That's nice.
Tomorrow do some good Sankey. It's lucky I've been breeding from a minute. Head of the curve.
Is there one above it for me?
Is there, Matt?
I reckon Gaz is doing his favourite, jumping past mine.
Yeah, I apologise for the person. I don't know if he was necessarily being a troll, but I ain't got
Not
time
being
for
funny. That fish there's up there with my top picks.
that one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm for me, I'm going to say that one. That's mint. That's the nicest fish for me at night.
Okay, but we got to see Matt's. Matt's was trying to encourage you to go somewhere.
I think that one's really nice, and I do really like the Kahaku that was up here as well. There's that one.
No, the Matsue one was good.
That one.
Yeah, that, I think the first match race my favourite. That one.
That's really nice.
They
Little
do look
fallback.
cross-eyed though, don't they?
They always remind me of those stick-eye goggly eyes. It's like
They do a bit, don't look like goggly eyes. They do. But that's nice. That's a very nice kaku. That's my two favourites of the evening.
So
Thank
where's
you very
yours, Matt? You're obviously encouraging us to see something.
I can see it above Daniels, but it's not on there.
By
You can see
Daniel.
it above Daniels.
Let's refresh. Let's refresh. We'll bust it.
Oh, you've broken it now.
I'm on your bag of shit. Oh,
I think
I really did break it that time.
Is that you in bed with a koi gas?
No, I'll show you in a minute.
No, I've seen the post, mate.
All comments. Right. Let's make sure we've got that one, we've had that one, we've had that, that one. Yeah, I'm banging that. And there is another one from Cash. She sent in another one as well, which we'll do that one. And then we're going to call it a draw for evening.
Mate, I remember that.
We haven't seen that.
Oh, and Matt's posted one. We've got to show that. Even though he was late. He was late with his pictures too. That's Colin Holland's Ginrin, thank you.
That's from Sakai.
Note to Colin, you do need to get a new ball, mate. Or a new tape. Just to remind you in case you forgot.
Or should I say Sakai Co? That was from.
That is nice.
Every one of his fish, the sumi's up really nicely, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
It's been feeding Nutrimare and Dainichi food mix.
Don't bring politics into it. Chicken dinner. It all means pain and more pain. What are you on about, Matt?
He looks after him. Colin, if you want some of mine, mate, you can take them on.
Now, this is Howie Coy, no information.
Oh,
So
cheers.
I'm going to ask you to
Well,
present
no, you can say who the breeder is.
breeder. Oh, man,
That's not
wow.
mine.
God,
Was that a
that's nice.
Kawakami one?
Kawakami.
Nice, isn't it?
That's
Very
nice.
nice.
That is very nice, yeah.
How long you had that, Matt?
Came in March.
Hang about, Matt. Hang about. Is that still in one of your ponds at work?
Yeah.
Good
Wait,
mate.
someone needs to buy that. If
Yeah.
it's for sale,
Yeah, 16 cm. It's now 44, I think it is.
price?
895.
no,
295. 495.
I think it was 295.
495.
295.
295.
295.
Uh-huh.
Mate. Fucking hell, boy. You
Mate,
give me
that-
shit.
fuck, you're giving that away. Fuck
I've
me,
got-
man. That
Well, when
is-
you said earlier on about the Nissa, have I bought any? I've got 200 all over 40 cm.
Mate, that's too cheap, Matt.
How much? Did you
Open
say
the floodgates.
295?
That is too cheap, man. Is there something wrong with it?
No,
No, it's got no tail.
he's
Yeah,
a
it's
reject.
dwarfed.
He's a reject because I got too many fish to move on.
I remember that fish, mate. That's nice. Done good, isn't it?
The only thing that's wrong with that, mate, is it's in Dorset. It costs you $295 to get it delivered.
Scott
Hang on.
one eye. It ain't got one eye.
Anal fins missing. Yeah, way too cheap. That's a banger, that, mate. It's mint.
Auction it off.
Imagine that after you had a bit of colour food in it. Watch that Benny pop even more than that. That's some real.
Mate, that development's doing so. That's just doing all the right things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Auction.
That's
Not
nice.
yet.
Auction. And then again.
Who
yeah.
wants that for 295? Let's start it off, man.
Yeah. Everybody want to buy that?
295.
Everybody want to buy this fish for 295 quid? If you do, make a bid right now. 295. First bid as it shows.
You've got 4 minutes because we're shutting down.
Yeah. There we go. First one to put in there. The Benny dropping off. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's a nice fish, mate.
That is a nice
Did
fish.
you see what I dropped you in chat, Gaz?
There you go. I'll take that, Matt. Eric Gorman, sold.
Good lad, Eric.
Yeah.
Goodbye, mate.
Give
Fucking
me
cheeky.
a ping tomorrow.
Give him a ring, Eric.
But
We'll
don't
see
get
that one this time next year.
Matt.
Yeah, the percentile goes to Crafty, 20%.
Hang about. You're broadcasting on here as a percentage comes this way too.
Mate, you-
I just made it 9.5 for you.
Tonight, yeah, it was a good fish. That
He wants
that's
to say,
literally
oh, no,
ready
it's
for a
called-
show, isn't it?
Right.
Hey, so who won the appreciation anyway?
Well,
I don't remember.
I picked my two that I liked. What did you
First
like?
match
You
way.
can't be giving Simon any more stuff to make his head any bigger.
I think Dan Sankey at the end.
I think Dan's Stanky or that Matsue Kahaki with the googly eyes.
Yeah. For me, the yeah.
Matt, you have the final vote. Go on.
Matt Sway, first one. Google
The
Eyes.
googly eye one.
The googly-eyed one.
Okay, so that's 2-2, isn't it? Who's got the deciding vote?
Right. We'll put it to the audience. Deciding vote 2-2 between the Matsu, Kahaku,
Which is
and
number one.
then the Sankey. What you're saying from
Dan Sankey. You can't. Simon Sankey's already won grand champion. You can't have that.
Oh. Right, so that's already had a grand champion. So sorry, Simon. I like yours. Just saying. So one for the Kaku, two for the Sanka.
Colin
Oh,
was
Dan Sankey.
big
I'm going
in
Dan
your
Sankey,
fish up
mate.
there, Matt.
1 or 2, ladies and gents. 1, 2. If we get 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 now. 1, 2, 2. Go. 3, 1.
2, 1 each.
1, 1s. 3 for the ones. Let's
I'll
go.
count the twos, you count the ones.
4. C. Tony, give up. The 1. 4 for the ones. Yeah, the 2's taking it.
2's on 7 at the minute. 8,
Yeah.
9,
5, 6.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's got to be the Sankey, isn't it?
5. Colin.
Number 5. Yeah. Sankey.
2. Yeah, the Sankey has it. There we go then. So the Sankey takes it this evening, followed by a very lovely Kaku.
I've got that new product thing to bring out, Gaz.
New product. Dun, dun, dun. And then that's it, ladies and gents. We're going to wrap up after this bit.
I've got one little bit after that, Gaz. Just right quick, little plug.
It's hard to get stunning Kaku. It's hard for you, mate, because you turn them into Sankeys. Evolution Aqua. New
Have they
product.
put a new pump out?
Evolution Aqua, if you're watching, here you are. Here is a little bit of content that we are discussing about you on my channel.
I'll make sure.
They asked me,
that
they
you
asked
get
me to let them know when I do. So there you go. We're doing it. Your new products.
Is there anything more after that, Gaz?
Yeah.
So Evolution Aqua pre-season's just come out. So first thing, one of the new products they're bringing out is this, which is basically beneficial bacteria in barley straw extract, from what I can understand. Obviously, don't know how good it's going to be, but looking at what it states it's going to do, and coming from what I think is one of the better beneficial bacteria in a bottle to buy, time will do the test. The next one is the thing for me though. So the next Nexus in the line
220 Ti turbo injection.
turbo injection. So if you have a look on the outlet, i.e. where you've got Nexus, just above that, you've got 2 plastic caps. Okay, so what they've done, that's something I was talking to them about just over a year ago, is about getting UVC sterilizers actually into the Nexus itself, because I already do the easy with just normal UVs. And for me, it was like, why don't you do that on a Nexus, 220 or 320? So they have. So now you've got the TI element, which is a titanium. Basically, where the UVCs drop down, it's got a UV shroud around it, so the water's passing through it in this UV shroud. So you are getting all of the UV element ripping through the water on the outlet. So the outlet, it moves at basically you create a big sump of water as it goes down to the return in that part. So very similar to having amalgam bulbs, which you can also fit on these, by the way.
And can't copy and paste over it. I thought to highlight that. Easy to maintain, replaceable, quarter sleeve with UV light indicator too.
Yes, and it's also got a safety mechanism on there as well. So it's got, each one has got a separate switch, so you can either run none, one, or both. The 220 come with 236 titanium UVs, and the 320 comes with 255 watt. So I was looking through photocatalytic reaction. Is that something anyone's heard of?
Sounds like something you get in your eye when you got cancer.
So basically, it's a reaction that acts very similar to oxidizing, and it's good at defeating bacteria and pollution in water from what the UV bulbs do. So, it's just the next step up. For me, I've ordered one for myself. As soon as these come out, I ordered one for myself today. So one of them's going
You have a brand new shiny system, eh?
Well, it's the first time I've ever done it, mate. I've always bought second hand, didn't I? So that another thing, Perfect Aquatics competitions is going to be putting a competition out with one of these to win very soon. So keep an eye on Perfect Aquatics competitions Facebook page or website. Not sure what the ticket price is going to be, but I dare say we'll follow trend at either $1.99 or 99p a ticket.
For a chance at winning one of these?
Yes.
How much is that one, Crafty?
I haven't had the retail value yet. I've only had trade value on these. So looking at what the 320 is, I think what are the 320? 1650 for a 320.
What I'm looking at here is 2,390.
Do they do that in pigeon grey?
But yeah, for me, this is. I think it's actually as far as the Nexus is going to go now. There's not much more that's needed for it, and they've put a lot of time and effort. Like I said, I was talking about what upgrades could be done over a year and a half ago, and this is their final. Why
don't they just bring the answer back?
Well, I don't know. I don't work for EA.
Well, you'd say there's no more upgrades they can do. They could do.
I think they should bring out a bracky shower. Personally, it's one thing that they haven't got.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Same with wires. They need to. Both of them two need to bring a bracky shower in. Ball valves, not interested in them. They are what they are. Tempest upgrade. So those people that don't know, I think it's Mark II, but really 2A really. But they're now coming with brackets, ball valves to fit now, and also on the drain bit at the bottom, they've now got a ball valve, but they've also got the ability to pump air into it rather than use the glug system. So
can you go back? Can you just go back to that? Right. So you've now got taps to fit. When they designed it, no taps fit.
Well, they've done slide valves last time.
Yeah, but they leak like
slide valves, and I mean, I've still got the Mark 1. I've never had a problem. So touch wood, I've never had any leaks or anything out of it. And I know that
Every slide valve we got on the farm, we have to put an elbow, an extension, and a pipe higher than the pond.
Yeah.
When it leaks, it doesn't leak higher than the pond.
I think everyone that we've got on our tanks in Poly 1 leak as well.
You know.
Oh, it's just it's
And then one to watch. I've seen demonstrations on this. They're doing a bead filter, but they're doing away with a multi-valve across the top and the ability to put a high blower in, so you have to do it all manually. So basically now this is a completely automated system. And I've watched them put muck through this filter, watch the water go, and then when they blow it out and take it to waste, the amount of crap that comes out of it is insane. And then when they turn it back and you watch the clear water run, it's looking good. It's not ready yet. However, from the demonstration videos that I've seen, it's looking like a potential good bit of kit for a bit of high pressure sort of flow rates going through your pond. You know,
that wiring looks just like mine, mate.
Does it? Yeah. Well, you know, it's still in test phases, so you know, it's good to see. It's good to see a bit. Right. Okay. I know we sit here taking the piss, but ultimately, what else has anyone ever seen from a new product from anybody? You know,
Innovation in water is what it is, Crafter.
Oh, is that what it is? Innovation of water. It says so in the title, mate.
I mean, yeah. It was just it was a slogan plug for him.
Yep.
No, I think innovation would be great, but you know,
in water would be even better.
You know, I think that the Nexus is going to be a real.
I think that Nexus is a massive improvement, isn't it? Having it all built in like that.
You know, for those people that don't need any extra, you know, you ain't got to find a fucking place to put a 110 UV or the big long. You know, you ain't got to do any of that. It's like you literally got one in, one out. There's no additional elements to it, and it's piped straight through. So for me, I think that's quite a big win, especially when you start adding up all the extras that you put on it for your ball valves to isolate it out and everything in case you have to do a unit change.
Why do they not just deal with like removing the solids before it gets in their systems?
I don't know.
I know, which is where you can bring up. So you're creating all this stuff, but they were the first people that created the answer, which was removing the solids before it got in the system.
Yeah.
And then they've gone away from that completely and been overtaken by every other company by doing drums and taking the shit away before it gets in the system. And it's just mad. Unless they know.
Yeah, but their price point. Yeah, but when you look at the price point of drums, Rick, in comparison,
I don't know. In fact, $2.5 grand is a lot of money to pay for a Nexus.
But it's not just the Nexus; you're paying for UV element as well, aren't you?
Yeah, but you can for $2.5 grand, you can buy a drum and a bio and Amagram 80-watt UVs in there.
Yeah, but not everyone goes
to that fish. No, I don't know.
When you look at the price point, when you look at a 220. For example, which is generally big enough for most people's ponds, you know, you're looking there, what, 1,250 quid without UV element. That's still a substantial amount of money, but you're buying a tried and tested bit of equipment. From the way that I see it, it's been around that long now, you know, and they've only made small modifications.
I get the filters are brilliant in reality, but it's like they keep getting down paths that are dealing with the waste afterwards. And they were the first people that come out with the original answer was kind of a weird drum filter without being a drum filter that had problems and it got sacked off. Now people are scrambling to buy the old reject ones of them because actually they were quite good in their place, and they haven't gone down that road at all. And all these drum filters, and there must be money in drum filters because there's now 10 different manufacturers of drum filters in the UK. But
there's only one Nexus.
Yeah, that's
I know.
probably the reason why. Is because there is only the one Nexus, isn't it? And it's marketed.
Yeah, but why are people not
nothing
following
else
that
to
path?
manage.
Because it's not difficult, is it? It's a plastic bin with
It's an
water around.
oversized bucket. That's what Colin said.
Just read
True,
that.
right? Which is true, but what a
You could
fucking,
buy a wheelie bin
that's a
for
great
half the
job.
money.
it does a
But
great
I'm
job.
not. I don't know. They work.
The
That's
last
the thing,
one
isn't
of the evening, gentlemen.
it? Is it good night now?
No. There's a quick question. What would you rate as the best wheat germ to buy, and is it worth going cheaper in wheat germ?
This is a weird one, isn't it?
Hmm.
Because I don't even use wheat jam.
There we go. That's your answer. Don't bother.
We've got
Right.
one more in my comments, guys. I'll just really quick plug.
I know. Yeah. That's what I was. That
I
was.
thought you said that was the last one, mate. Sorry.
No, last question.
Sorry.
The answer filter died because of the pump warranty issues. There you go. Vince is saying that one. Just checking. And the last one, plug of the evening, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
UK Koi
this-
Club
is
is
it real,
Exactly
though?
what it says on the tin.
up and running. At the moment, this is a call for anybody that wants to be part of it to email me directly. And the email address is anthony@ukkoiclub.co.uk. Okay, so that's anthony@ukkoiclub.co.uk.
All lowercase, ladies and gents.
Yeah, all lowercase. And what will happen is, I've got a certain amount of dealers on board. All will become apparent to members, as will the package that comes with it. But now I just want names for people that want to be part of it, and that those people will then be sent an email initially just to get the club off the ground with the packages that are available. Okay, so at the minute it's just a call to arms, so to speak. Anybody that wants to be part of it, I will send you over a package information of what you'll get for being a member, and then we will call a meeting about what you want from the club as well, because this will be for members. The club will be made for members, not just this is what we've got laid out. Do you want to be part of it? I want everyone to have input, as much input as they want. So,
Crafty, is
Can
there
I
going to
ask
be
you,
is there going to be a UK Koi Club show?
no, there's going to be a UK Koi Club. I don't know about a show. I don't want to, all I'm trying to do really is just get everyone together as a club, right? And then utilize and show what we can do using technology to get together as a club, and then go and support the UK UK show scene as a club, right? And then we'll roll on from there. If it gets big enough, yeah, then you never say never, right?
The world is your oyster, isn't it?
Sections put clubs out all the time. And I just want to put out there, right, guys, I am not trying to create a new BKKS that I've heard across the grapevine, right? I'm just putting a Koi Club together that is for anybody in the UK. You don't have to be in Leeds, you don't have to be in Scotland, you don't have to be in Cornwall, like just to be part of a club there. It is literally for anybody in the UK. I've also got a room where we can meet up online, 200 members, right? I've already bought it out of my own pocket. I've bought the domain name, and I've bought a professional email suite. So when a committee gets elected, all right, everybody within that will get a UK Koi Club email address in the committee. That will be, it's all been done properly, not a WhatsApp group or anything like that. I want members that are serious about either wanting to learn, wanting to share their knowledge, and also have things like seminars online, etc., etc. So
Was that Anthony at ukkoiclub.uk?
Anthony at ukkoiclub.co.uk.
And Tony was asking, is it like a membership, whereas it's a non-profitable organisation with
It's
a club
non-profitable.
secretary?
It's really not. It's not designed to be a business. So any money that comes into the club belongs to the club, as any club should. All right. And then basically the way that I want to do it, the way that I foresee it, and I'm only I'm a founding member, i.e. I'm the one that's putting all the work in to get it lifted off the floor. It will belong to the members, not me. Eventually, I will just be a member and other people will run it. That's how it needs to happen. But any money that comes in will be invested back into the club, whether it be for a minibus to get people about, whether it's for, you know, paying judges to attend seminars, whether, you know, whatever we need. If we need to build up a load of money to be able to make our own little show, then so be it, you know, in 5, 10, 15 years time, if it goes that long, you know, that's what it's all about. It's nothing more. It's not a business enterprise, but members will get something back. That's the key. Unlike just going to each other's ponds.
Can't see nothing wrong with it, apart from the artwork, mate. You need Lee on board.
Mate, I've asked Lee to do stuff, so I've just done that, right, just to get the ball rolling. Right, Lee's on board, but is very, very busy. So,
Bit soft. I've seen his videos in Japan. He's filming butterflies, poos,
toad,
calves, branches.
toad,
Yeah,
was it Shiro in rivers?
yeah, exactly. Trees, Starbucks, roads, cars.
And on that note, ladies and gents,
Thank you, Gus.
we are going to bring it to an end. And I think we will say Koi appreciation next week, or we're going to call it a do.
Call it a do, man.
I think it's getting to that.
I think we need to bring on. What we need to do is bring on, like, try and get a special guest each week. That's what we need to do.
There you go. Yeah,
So-
special guest requests. If anybody's
So
interested,
one
in
of
going-
us can
Sorry,
invite us. Customer.
Can I make a suggestion on that one?
Oh no, not now.
Not
You
now,
can't
you, Matt. You didn't do your homework.
Go on.
Get Marco on from Scotland and he can tell us what it's like keeping fish at such cold temperatures.
There you go.
There you go. So that's what I'm saying.
That sounds like a
If we
very
can
good
try and
idea.
get someone on different, like,
I'm going to ask Paula Reynolds. Nice one. I've tried before, but we will see. It'd be very nice to have something like that.
Fiona, she's quite talkative.
There we go.
She
Make
won't
the
come
calls.
on.
Make the calls.
Well,
Usual thing, guys, before they do it again. If you've been enjoying this kind of content,
Let's get Aragoki Koi on.
Aragoki Koi. Well, anybody
We'll
can
see him
come
at the
on.
weekend. You can ask him tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, is he coming?
Yeah.
Result.
Usual thing, guys. If you've been enjoying this kind of content, do us a huge favor. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. And until next week, guys, keep smiling. We'll catch you on the next one. Good night, all.
Anyway.
Matt, topic next week. Don't forget. This has been one hell of an experience. Very nice. Have a look at that. New change in the garden. Made a little seated area. Into the little bush. So you can sit inside. And view the pond.